get to. So, hello everyone watching us on D&D TikTok or here on my YouTube channel. We want to welcome you all once again to the weekly show of The Natural Ones. Forgive me if I'm not nearly as peppy. I am still just completely wiped because Comic-Con was this weekend. Went there, had fun, met Batman Kevin Conroy, almost cried. Met John Glover, the Lionel Luthor himself, great actors.
Almost cried again.
I didn't almost cry. You don't cry in front of John Glover. If he senses weakness, he attacks. But yes, real quick, Summer Pen, to hide the chat, just swipe to the left. So, all right, so I'm going to go ahead and turn off my TikTok so we can now focus in. But yeah, thank you all again. We are live from the Hive in Macomb, Mississippi, in their amazing rentable role-play room. Great place, love it here. And we have some announcements this evening. So, first off, what is Reaper? The fine folks at Reaper, my sponsor, makers of fine tools, are the one you see here behind me, the Meredith Axe, the sword, and also, folks, through Southern D&D only. If you go to Reaper.com, use the promo code DND, the letters D&D, you can get $10 off this gorgeous axe you see behind me here. Great tool, very well crafted. But yeah, so D&D for $10 off the price of that axe. Makes a great gift. But yeah, so yeah, thank you to Reaper very much for sponsoring. Great company, love talking to them. Just a great bunch of people. Second of all, our next announcement are, I'll throw it to the geeks.
Oh,
It's like, go for it, yeah.
This is the thing?
Yeah, go for it.
Hey! Fleet Street Geeks.
That is
Anyway. So, yeah, Fleet Street Geeks podcast every Monday has been going great. Tomorrow will be the next episode. Suicide Squad.
Woohoo!
You're going to stare at Montel.
Thank you for that suggestion. And so
Thank you so much.
that's being edited right now. Not right now, I'm playing the game, but it'll be up tomorrow. And next week we will be doing a little independent film called The Gamers, Darkness Rising.
Yes!
I don't know anything about it.
I love it. You're going to love it. We're going
You
to love
say
it.
that.
We're going to love it.
I've been told that many a times by people that didn't end up being the case. But you can find the movie apparently on YouTube.
Do you need Lysol for that shoulder now?
So,
Do you need Lysol for that shoulder now?
No, I'll just cut it off. With a Reaper product! So check out that movie, and that'll be next week. I'll already say that in 2 weeks' time, after that one, will be our review for the new MCU movie, Thor: Love and Thunder. So, and then after that, we'll go back to our
regularly scheduled programming.
I'm going to do my best to let y'all do the old, like, Hulk meets Thor movie, where it's like it was the Lou Ferrigno and David Allen Kramer.
Do you people have no pity on us?
No.
So, but yeah, tomorrow sometime, hopefully at least by 12 noon, you'll get that Suicide Squad review. And if you want to see us talk about a movie, check out that review. So, yeah, fun times.
Fun times. Oh boy.
All right, thank you, Seth. By the way, the promo for the Reaper for the $10 off the Meredith Axe, again, is the letters D&D, and that is good from now until July the 8th. So yeah, and these things are great. They're great quality, they're very useful, and they, no matter what you put them through, they're up for the task. So yeah, again, D&D, the promo code for $10 off the Meredith Axe from now until July the 8th. The great, and look, I love listening to it. It's a great podcast. You two, you work very well together. I'm still trying to figure out which one is the straight man, because you both are just very funny.
Why is it gonna be a straight man? It's Pride Month, guys.
Yeah, seriously.
So,
He's a dinosaur.
A dinosaur.
A dinosaur.
am I forgetting anything? We did Reaper, we did Fleet Street, we did the Hive.
Character intros?
Well, to make sure we don't have anything else before we get into the character introduction. Forgive me, folks. I'm still a little bit.
Oh, do we wish to give a thanks for a certain TikToker?
Has he come in yet?
Hasn't come in yet.
So we're going to
Not
leave
yet.
that.
Don't.
We're
Little
gonna
tease
leave
there,
that
folks.
Spoilers!
That's a tease.
Yeah.
Keep your shirt on, Seth. So, with that, we're going to go ahead and do some introductions for those of you first joining us here. This is a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons campaign. The story is homebrewed, as is the world, by myself, the Dungeon Master, the teller of stories, the Grand Poobah himself, Kenneth Moffat, a.k.a. Slick D&D. And so now, for the players in our production this evening, starting over here.
Grand Poobah.
Yes, sir.
I don't give all this and that. Hello, I am Seth, and I am playing the halfling fighter, ranger fighter, Kieran. That's it.
Hi, I'm Montel. I also was at con both days, so I'm also out of it.
Yeah, especially since you just introduced yourself as your character.
Did I?
Yeah.
I heard Michael. I am having a bad day. I am Michael playing myself.
His name's Michael.
I'm playing a warlock rogue.
I am back. I am playing Fenriel, the half-elf Drake Warden Ranger.
I'm Jeff. I'm playing.
The barbarian.
The hell you are!
I'm playing Grim Grizzlebrand, the half-elf barbarian.
He's dead.
He's dead.
I am Ben. I am playing Faeterra, the Emerald Dragonborn Divine Soul Sorcerer / Samurai Paladin, the pseudo. No.
So close.
So close.
Right at the end.
Y'all get the point.
He's playing a wannabe paladin.
He's the everything
Pseudo
now.
Paladin.
Gonna be.
I am Ricky. I am playing Finnegan Tenderfoot, the halfling wizard / rogue.
Be honest. Why did you take the point of rogue?
Because it was cheaper than spending 2 feats for expertise.
Oh boy.
That's pretty smart.
That's kind of smart. And this is they are the natural ones. So, as our dear friend Grim has suggested, when last we left our heroes, having discovered an assassination attempt, at first not knowing exactly who it was going against, the thought that Hemlock was being tracked maybe because he was the target, you discovered instead that the city marshal, I gotta turn back to my notes. The city marshal is in fact the target of the assassination attempt. A man named Torbrick Hemsforth, a dwarven male. Did I say the wrong name?
Isn't it Brumforth?
That is a B. Thank you, Brumsforth. Thank you.
I thought I read something wrong.
I thought I was correct about being able to name 3 people starting with H.
Torbrick Brumsforth. So,
We're going to figure
It's all
this.
good.
We're going to learn how to play this game one day.
No, we aren't.
Where's the fun in that?
See?
There we go. Okay, I meant to look back.
Screw that.
Sorry, I'm over here thinking about the Thor, Love and Thunder.
You're
Mm.
Well, it hurts. Okay, so yeah, Torbrick Brumsforth, the dwarven male city marshal of Port Blaven, and the de facto boss of Gravik, the day-night commander, and Baylor Hemlock, the eve night commander. There.
The afternoon.
The afternoon, yeah. Discovering that it was not, in fact, Hemlock was the target of the assassination, but Torbrick was, because if he were out of commission, currently with not a full council, the chain of command would instead fall to Torbrick. So, after a lot of planning, most of which was thrown out of the window as soon as it started happening, the natural ones assembled early in the morning for the council district. Finnegan. We'll get to Finnegan in a moment.
Everyone having a cup of coffee.
Everyone with a cup of coffee.
So much money down the drain.
Never touch the stuff.
So as through with Rakara and Ren, the pseudo dragon, Finreal and Severin patrolling the kind of upper terraces. Then you had Kieran and his beast companion Donnie moving through the crowds, keeping an eye on the different avenues through there. Grim basically pulling the duty of just watching from the stands as they were being let out. I don't remember where you two were. Finnegan, you were keeping watch. Remind me again, because I know where you ended up. It's where you started. I can't remember.
I was just kind of quite literally floating around.
Got you. Okay.
In the courtyard.
So you were also kind of keeping overwatch. You saw somebody picking the door of one of the sideways service passages as you rushed in over there. Then found them sitting, yes, like the wind, opening the door, moving in, and you saw them sitting in one of those small, two-wheeled hay wagons, deciding that the best way to deal with them was to set that shit on fire.
As any respectable wizard would.
Montel, after, honestly, a day that kind of started a little bit weird for you, because you started with dying. But instead of the normal feeling of death that overtook you the last time, instead you felt a cold embrace as something offered to bring you back. To which, when you responded with a yes and accepted this deal, you were returned just in time to see your body almost under somebody else's control. Literally ripped to shreds the three muggers who had just previously killed you. As that power faded from you, you felt that bardic magic you had come to know and love so well is now gone, replaced by a colder, more malicious form of magic. And then as the group was back within the courtyard, remember where you were, Montel.
We had, me and Sondren had just come from the dungeons. We had just hit the courtyard.
That's right. You and Sondren had went down the dungeon because you had heard that the sailors had been slaughtered in the night. Mm-hmm. Some of them stabbed in various positions. One appeared to have been tied to a chair, tortured before his throat was finally slit. As you returned up, just as everything kicked off, the two knight captains and the city marshal leading out the council of Port Blaven. With them, the soon-to-be appointed, elected, soon-to-be confirmed Halifar Merryfax, the tiefling friend, the owner of the Devil's Deal. But just as they were standing there and Halifar had begun his oath, I, Halifar, do swear to uphold, an assassin was discovered, having slain our dear Montel's arch nemesis, Guardsman Donic, donning their armor, casting them into this little small breezeway.
He was my newest friend. I'm so sad.
Finreal and Kieran attempting to take shots. Finreal hitting him, Kieran stopping the arrow mid-flight. And Rakara was there as well. He also firing off an arrow.
Because among other things, he's an archer.
Look, I'm sorry, guys. My notes I had, I could just throw them away because you guys went in a path that was just everywhere. And then, as all this was happening, our dear friend Grim smelled a smell he had not smelled in some time.
Smelly smell.
Smelly smell, whatever he smelled.
Smelly.
The smell of almonds leading him underneath the large dais, finding a strange contraption which would be like a hypodermic needle that would inject some clear liquid to a pressure point. Graham reaching out to try to disarm it, breaking it in his fingers, a small cut appearing. And like most people will do if something pricks their fingers, a simple ow! But that slip of the tongue, or slip of the hand rather, has had dire consequences as Grim has felt his strength falter and is now on the ground, dead to the world. And we come back into our game just as the arrow has shattered and the face turning to face Rakara, Kieran, and Finrail is a face you remember. This is Alicia, the dark elven female, Sorndrin's sister, who had journeyed with you for a while. She is this would-be assassin.
Dun dun dun.
Sorry, I figured I'd take the place of the studio audience.
Thank you.
I don't know who this is, so it's just a stranger.
Yes.
I don't either.
Well, you would see a familiar resemblance to Sorndrin. That you do notice.
All dark elves look alike.
Oh,
That is what
Really?
my half elf is thinking.
Wow! So, Kieran and Kara, you two recognize Alicia, the dark elven female, another rogue who had left after the incident in Lamtra to go and try to track down more information as to why the coterie was working with this Faeterra character before you knew his name. As we come in with now her standing there, the arrow literally shattered in half by a masterful shot by Kieran Steadybrook. One arrow here, another one in her back. The string having been cut, as she's just glaring at the two of you. Okay. What do y'all do?
All right, where am I? I'm
So yeah, so you're on the kind of the like almost crescent moon shaped roof parapets. She had kind of posted up in an area between two smokestacks. That's where Finra had got the shot from the side, Rakara got the shot from the back, and as she let loose, you stopped her. The force kind of torn her out from between her hiding place, so she is standing in full view, maybe like less than 5 feet from the edge of what is about a 30-40 foot drop.
I'm about 30 feet from the ground.
From currently on top of the roof, yeah, that's where you're at.
Is there a kind of flag or anything on the wall?
Yeah, like there are banners and flags all the way around the
Okay,
circle.
can I try to like jump off and grab one and slide down?
Sure, I'll be a dexterity check.
Let's see if I die. Nope. Just straight dexterity.
All right.
22.
So as you leap out, grab on one of the banners, and basically holding it, just kind of loosening to like lessen your fall as you slide down onto the ground.
As I'm sliding down, I'll whistle. I can't whistle, but I'll whistle for Donnie to come over to me.
You see a large missile of bone and fur just come rushing out of the crowd toward you.
And then I'll ride him over to her.
Oh, she's on top of it. She was on top of the roof.
Oh, she was on the roof?
Yeah, she was.
I thought she was down there.
No, this happened with you. She's 30. Yeah.
I'll climb back. Damn it! I don't know where anything is.
It was cool, damn it.
Did anyone see that? Because I will not be doing that again.
So as we and Kira's by, like, man, it'd be really cool if she ran and jumped on after her like that.
Yeah, I thought she was down there.
So up on top of the roof with you.
Rewind.
So yeah.
I will just be making my way up to her.
You begin moving toward her. Another arrow pulled back, handling your sword. What are you doing?
I'm just gonna. I'll put the bow away, but
Okay.
I'm just gonna walk.
All right, so you begin to approach Rakara. What are you?
if she's on the roof, it's crescent, right? So I'll be running around.
Okay, so because you took your shot more back, so you're moving. Fenrir, what are you up to?
I'm seeing them approach, and if they're not saying anything, I'm going to ready another arrow, but I'm going to hold off on firing
Okay.
unless I see it's a continued threat.
Okay.
And I'll be running up with my bow, but not anything.
Gotcha. Basically, arrow in your finger, bow down, ready to kind of step and pull. Gotcha. Okay. All right. So, Kieran, as you're the one who's approaching her, roll me a perception check.
My eyes aren't the best. Kidding, my eyes are fantastic. That's gonna be 25.
Okay, so she rolled a total of 7 for her con check. As you approach her, she turns back. You see almost a shifting of the skin tone, fading quickly to gray, then back to that normal kind of dark elven, almost like a dark gray violet color. Her eyes adjusting real quick. Roll me either nature or history. Either will give you something.
That back inside.
5?
Yeah.
Okay, so on a 5,
I did it, guys.
on a 5, you'll know basically. You won't know anything. You do know that in this world there is a sentient race that exists that has the ability to, at least at the flesh, mimic other creatures, other humanoid creatures. These are called changelings or shifters. They do exist. They're not very common. They are more common in the Feywild areas.
Okay.
But you do know they exist, and you're pretty sure as you're watching her skin tone return, the silver blood dripping around the bow, that is what this is. Aside from just that base knowledge that most everybody in the world has, you don't know anything else.
Now, I didn't know this person that well.
No.
It's very quickly. Do I need to roll to see if, like, because that person could have been...
Roll me an insight. Roll me an insight check. That's a fair point.
I may know. It's going to be 22.
22. You do remember in combat, Alicia did take a hit, and it was the normal, like, dark blood of an elf, like the dark blood of an elf.
So I get the sense this is
You get a
someone
sense this is
looking like
someone
her.
looking like her, yeah.
Okay. All right.
You approach, and her form, the form reshaping back into that of Alicia. She just kind of stares at you and goes, "Where is he?" "Sorntrin, I have a message for him."
He's elsewhere.
"Well, tell him his sister says he should have stayed dead," as she steps back toward the edge of the roof. By the way, by this point, when the arrow was people have seen what's happening, like the fire explosion, chaos is erupting in the courtyard. People are starting to rush out and move. Guards are rushing in. The city marshal and the knight commanders are starting to usher the counselors back into the council hall. So right now things are happening. So and you see her trying to
Can I try to grab her?
Yeah.
Okay. What is that?
Athletics check.
Athletics.
Be straight check to grab her.
Athletics. It's just gonna be an 18.
All right. On a natural 20.
Oh, buddy.
Natural 20. Did I say natural?
When you grab her, instead, there is a sudden strength that her lithe form just seems to hide. You feel like hard as iron hands grasping around your shoulder. She smiles, and as she begins to fall back with you, spinning you to put you underneath her. She's going to use you as a cushioning for her fall.
Awesome.
You're,
Can
I was
I
gonna
put an
run
arrow
down
with
with her
her?
too.
yeah, you're close enough that you see her grab, so you can make an attack. If from this distance at the speed you want, you can stop at disadvantage, fire off a quick shot to hit her.
I wasn't thinking that.
Okay, what you got?
How close am I to her at this point?
Tell you, roll me an athletics check to see how quickly you've been like moving, because this is kind of like think like an Italian rooftop with those various like tiles and bits sticking out. You're basically trying to weave your way through this.
I wonder if it has without a trace.
That's cool.
5 total.
Total.
Just in the exertion, you're still more than 15, 20 feet from them. You're within 30 feet, but not enough to move and take. You won't be able to reach them before she pulls him off over the edge.
And then if I use a bonus action thing,
What you got?
I got Misty Step.
I'll allow that's fair, yeah. You can attempt a Misty Step.
How
Okay.
many people can we put in this pile on the ground?
All right. So
I'll Misty Step
chill
to
sandwich.
catch Kieran.
okay, we'll get to that in a moment. I'll say, but so you see that.
The sad thing is she's expecting there to be a thing of hay there to catch her fall. And for some reason, it's not there.
Oh no, she's not falling outward to where the hay was. She's falling back inward to where the throngs of people are running.
Ah.
Oh, so people can catch me.
So, as you see her, you've seen Kieran grab, which he smiles and grabs him and picks him up. You realize what's happening, combat reflexes, as you leap off, not along the line of the buildings, but into the air, basically to cut across. As you hit your Misty Step, about to carry you over. Finra, what are you doing?
My arrow with my -5 was an 18.
18 will hit. Where are you trying to hit them at?
Trying to hit them in the shoulder again to maybe try to make her let go of him.
Okay,
or
all
at
right.
least loosen her grip. Or their grip.
Because you hit the same spot, I'll roll their con with disadvantage. There's an 18 and a 4, total of a 7 for their con check. So yeah, as that arrow,
21 damage.
say it,
21 damage.
21 damage. Jeez, hang on, okay. So.
Because it was sharpshooter minus
Yeah.
5, you get plus 10, and I have a plus 6 damage and a roll 5.
God, she's hurting. Okay, so as it hits the literally, you don't. It's Robin Hood. Like you just, as soon as you do, Kieran, you feel her grasp release, but momentum is still carrying you. Just as you watch as like the air around you shimmer, and a green scaled hand begins reaching for you. Roll me either athletics or acrobatics.
Right as he's doing that, can I do something?
Yeah.
Is she still falling backwards?
Yes.
I'm gonna, as she's falling back, I'll say, "You're not surviving this fall." And I want to try to slit her throat as she's going overboard.
Okay, make the attack as you roll to grab onto him.
Let's do athletics. 14.
14. Kieran, what is your AC?
My AC is 18.
18. So Ricardo just right. You miss as he's readjusted himself. That's what's making you kind of miss the grab.
It's gonna be a
Land on her.
15 at this point. It will hit her. Yes, to this.
okay.
So roll damage.
The momentum's still going. Oh, ride her all the way down.
All right.
And okay. So it's damage.
Yep.
This is just my regular
Yes.
dagger, which is not special. What's its damage? It's a D4, but it gets
Plus Dex.
Dexterity.
Plus Dex?
Yeah.
Plus your proficiency too?
Yeah.
It's proficiency.
Not
No,
with damage.
no,
Not with
no.
damage. Okay.
That's fine. 6 points of damage.
With damage. All right. So with that, you watch as both Finn and Ricardo. You see. Ricardo, your stop ended you on the edge. Roll me a perception check as you're staring down. This is happening. Finn, you just suddenly saw them fall back, and Ricardo appeared right there, trying to grab onto it.
17.
Were you trying to be stealthy about the slice, or you just like in combat, going just to make sure you hit?
Well, I was trying to just like do that real quick, but if I am also going over on the way down, I'm going to.
Okay, if that's the case.
Like I'm going to
Yeah.
just like.
Look, I'm gonna be honest.
You tried to kill me. That's not cool.
It's only dealing 3d6 at minimum damage. It kills her. She's gonna. So yeah, Ricardo, as you lean over, you see bloods fly. That silver blood fly off to one side, and suddenly it's just like spurs. You see Kieran's arm moving real fast.
He's been practicing with that shake weight.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Shake
Kieran, roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Do I see people underneath them? Is
They're
stone or?
Well, where they're falling, it is near where one of the main gates. So that main gate is toward the back. So you get a sense that had she survived, she would have hit and moved into the crowd moving into that open area, where something was supposed to be waiting for her to carry her away. But right now they're about to fall into a throng of just people moving.
It's 21.
21? Okay, perfect. So you'll be actually taking half of the. Oh God. 6,
Oh, God.
12,
How did that,
14.
oh God.
So 14 points of damage. So you're going to take 7 from that as you feel.
Can I borrow a pencil?
Yeah. As you
I
feel.
don't have a pencil. I've lost my pencil. Thank you.
No problem.
Watermelon pencil. So 7 points.
7 points
Does
of
it
damage.
cancel in my home? Maybe I want my
Guys, I'm
Uh,
dead again.
Fear the die.
Now, let me make a roll for the people.
There's 3 people dead and less
Okay,
than an hour.
yeah. Like where you hit, thankfully, like people, like as you fell, somebody pointed and screamed, so they moved out of the way. So the two just slammed into the cobblestones as people still kind of, now a dead body with you on top, stabbing into them, rolling off on the floor, on the ground. People are just now screaming, and it's just a mad dash to get out of here.
And I want to stand up and like grab the clothes and start dragging it off. Be like, I'm sure one of them can bring it back for questioning.
Okay.
And then start dragging off to the side for safety.
All right, so as you're staring over, you see Kieran stand, basically wrap his head around the cloak, just start moving out of the way.
Fucking maze.
Is there any way down from where I am or somewhere nearby?
Actually, yeah, there's a banner hanging right there.
But you were going to say there's a band.
I was thinking more better, but
Well, he plays boxes.
Yeah, there's a way you can maneuver yourself down. Okay, I'm not going to be
Latin
that.
that shit, man.
One jump ahead.
International House of Pillows.
That's what the hay was.
Thank God I saw this pillow convention from out of the corner of my eye. All right. So yeah, let me see you, Ricardo. One jump, So you start making your way down the side, no problem. All right, so while this is happening, we'll roll back about 30, 40 seconds. Montel, as you step out and the initial fight happens, Sondrin has lost you in the throngs of people. He's just kind of like pushed them out of the way, being moved. What are you doing?
Looking for Grim. That was part of the plan. I was to come back to Grim.
Okay, I want you to roll me a perception check.
Come on, birthday dice. So that perception's gonna be wrong. Well, because this is still with Bard.
Oh, you haven't updated. Okay.
Yeah,
You
I
only had a week. 2 weeks.
He's a working man.
30, 20.
30, 20. Now I want you to roll me a luck roll.
That is a natural 20 on a luck.
Okay.
Wow.
On a natural 20, when the first screams happened and people started to rush, some of them did rush, kind of get pushed into the dais, and a piece of it was kind of cracked and leaned. As you turn and look, your senses heightened. Some new otherworldly sense sort of seeming to reach out from you. Underneath the dais, kind of like laid up on the stone steps that this is kind of laid on top of, you see a familiar, a blue fluttering cloak that you wore for so many months that you never fucking remember you had.
And he hasn't remembered he had either.
But you see the displacer cloak kind of fluttering, and were you not actively looking for it, it would just look like a piece of the banner work of the dais.
Just like pretty much. I start telling people where to go as I'm pushing my way towards there.
Okay.
Who are you? I'm freaked out as
Go to the Great Oak Tavern. It's safe there.
Go to the Grey Oak, free out! I start screaming free alcohol to add to the chaos at the Grey Oak.
Montel,
God.
this is going. I'm. This is sorry I'm about to say this. Roll me a performance check.
That is a natural 20.
Oh my
Shitting
God.
me. Oh my.
All
That's a
right.
natural 20.
All
I
right.
don't know, it looks like a two to me.
All right, yeah. Montel, with the remnants of that bardic magic you used, your body had been attuned to project, and you just yell out. People start free alcohol, and you start running in the wreck, which means now that it's going to go from the gate to the dock and the it would be the north. Yeah. So it'd be from the gate to the dock to the north. It's now the eastern gate, and everybody start rushing towards
As
it.
I'm yelling this, I prestidigitation my hair to be like brown, so it's just some random person yelling free alcohol.
Got you. Okay. All right.
Alcohol. I just witnessed the Kennedy assassination. But alcohol.
People
Okay.
need to wind down after this somehow.
All right. So Montel, I assume you begin to move toward that cloak.
Oh boy.
Did I spot him at some point coming down, or any of our other companions?
I just changed my hair.
Yeah.
I would blend
Okay.
Well,
in.
before
Yeah,
that,
give me one,
you
so-
were pink
Yeah.
before that.
So because the moment you stepped out was when this all happened. That's when Grim went down. So you would have seen the pink hair step out. Roll another perception check. You as well, Finreal and Kieran.
I like your hair brown. You're average Joe.
I mean, in a throng,
Call him Clark Kent.
in a crowd, I mean, pretty much.
Another 17.
17.
His perception?
No, because
Yes.
I'm going black hair then.
11.
11.
11. So you two, more focused on the changeling, you do, as you're starting to turn down, you do hear the yell, and you turn just in time to see a faint shimmer as bright pink hair turns brown. And Ricard, you see Montel begin to move toward the dais, which is now empty of all, there are no soldiers, no officers, and no council members.
I still don't trust him to stay alive, so I'll be walking.
Follow the chain.
Roll me either acrobatics or athletics because the direction he is, the sea of people have turned and are moving in the direction you're going to try to fight your way through. See how easily you move your way through the. Or if you want, you just go up and over.
Well, this would have been during the time he was going towards the assassin, right?
Well, this, when you so the initial throng happened when the assassin missed. That was seen.
Mm-hmm.
So right about now, you would just be starting to move off the top of the roof. That's right. Yeah. So you could. It depends. By the time you get down, we'll get to that. But yeah, you're just now starting to make your way down the side of the building.
I'll send a message to Federal that I've seen Montel. Yeah.
Okay, so you see Montel. So, Finnegan, you are currently watching the horse-drawn fireball move down the docks. The driver has been thrown off into the bay. Which I didn't see.
Tears comes to your eyes.
Can he swim? It's a natural 1.
He's drowning off in the bay.
Like in Jurassic World, like a dinosaur just come up and pulls him down.
I mean, this is a deep water harbor, so it's like 20, 25 feet in this area. He's not doing
A
that.
shark.
A goldfish.
And so at this point, you begin to hear screaming, and people first begin to move out of the gate to where you are. A few moments later, you hear a voice that sounds like it says something Grey Oak Tavern, and suddenly the crowd starts to lessen.
Free alcohol, okay.
So what is Finnegan
Who's
doing?
gonna be pissed?
You went, sure.
I'm going to fly over to where I can see the guy that fell into the bay,
Yeah.
and I'm.
Let me see if he's doing. Okay. On an 18 base, he is alive. Like he's struggling, but he's up, takes a breath. He's still alive.
Pity.
Don't worry, I'll save you, and I will cast.
Why don't I imagine the scene from Vox Machina where Keelan just like, nope, stop, nope, just
Go to sleep,
pushing him down to the line.
Go to sleep.
What you doing, Finnegan?
I will cast Finnegan's Fabulous Phalanges.
Oh God. It's
What?
amazing.
Bigby's hand.
Bigby's hand, yeah.
And I will send the hand down into the water.
Choosing grasping.
Yep.
Okay.
And push him further down.
I'm going to attempt to grab him and pick him up.
Okay. Should be a strength. Roll me a strength save or strength check for that.
You imagine like a giant hand just going down and slowly pushing him down.
So yeah, as it comes down, one finger just on top of his head, pushing it down.
Do I fight the master hand or do I?
Oh wow, that's
Fate
a
of the
natural
goldfish.
one.
Oh, never mind.
I don't think the halfling thing will work for the
The hand.
hand.
Yeah, because it's not an ability. Yeah, okay. So
The hand.
is he it's because maybe he's fighting, or he's like the currents of the dock itself, or kind of like
What was his role? If he gets it's a contested strength check.
Oh, okay, I got it. Well, because
If he gets a natural 1, then
that's fair. That's fair. He is currently fighting again. Fighting
It
from
should be a
drowning.
disadvantage.
So it's a disadvantage. Okay, so there's a natural 20,
okay,
but there's also a 3.
okay.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I would.
I think in this
the
case
3
he
would
wants to
still be
lose.
the natural 1.
It would,
So
but
Just
I have a +8 to strength with the hand.
All right, I know what
I
happens.
will throw that out there.
So what happens is you go down and grab him. So you do grab him, but it's not perfect. You come up with him like dangling from a finger, basically.
That's cool.
Like you grab the back of his shirt. So roll me an Arcana check to slowly try to bring him in before basically the hand drops.
You're playing the claw game.
Exactly. Yeah. You're the
I'm chosen. The other side.
That's a 15.
15. Okay, that'll do it. You bring as you slowly bring Bigby's hand back towards you. You see his shirt starting to slide off the finger. Or finally, as he falls, right at your feet. You're able to just slowly pull him to. He is at your feet. One final con save. Yeah, he is unconscious, but he's alive. Just, yeah.
Proceeds to push him back.
We can't fight back.
Okay.
What are you about to do to this man?
So, we cut, while this all happened, we cut now to the moment we've been waiting for. Montel, Ricari, you would be reaching the bottom of, or almost the bottom of the building at this point. Montel, you've managed to push through into underneath the dais, and you see Grim laying there, splayed out, limp as a bonefish, just dead to the world. What do you do? Actually, roll me either perception or investigation. Either one will work here.
24?
24. What are you rolling? Is it for perception or investigation?
Perception.
Okay. So as you move in, you see his fingers bleeding. At his, not far from him is a strange metal contraption that there is a cracked piece of this little glass vial, and a strong smell of almonds is in the air. And on the perception check, you do not see him breathing or moving.
So,
What's this? Just like a cycle.
No, because I might not be the smartest. I can put two together that he got hurt from this and he's down.
On that, because you beat a 20, you do see blood on like a cracked piece of that, yeah. As you failed perception check, that's what you would have reached to move and your hand would have crunched it. Oh.
And then I would have been there with you.
And Montel just falling off.
Okay, so the first thing, so
Okay.
because we have the rings,
Yeah.
I'm going to try to connect to Grim.
Interesting. Okay. Grim,
Person you were trying to reach. Stop.
roll me a wisdom check.
The first voice you hear after you think you've died, mine tells, "Oh no!"
Well, that's a 5.
Okay.
That's a...
On a 5, when you make the connection with the ring, there's almost there is a warmth that kind of connects, but there you do feel like a handshake almost, allowing you to communicate. As of right now, you do not feel that welcoming, hey, yeah, let's talk moment.
So, I'm going to roll a charisma
Okay.
to see if Montel would think to try to do something other than a bard. Because Montel doesn't know what he can do yet.
That's fair. That's fair.
And I feel like with it going from one charisma to another, charisma's what I should roll.
That would be less charisma, but more of you're trying to gauge your own inner power. So that would be more of an insight check.
Sure. Let's see how good Montel's insight. I'd say 9. It was rolling hot, and then now it's not.
Montel, as you're sitting there and kind of focusing,
Need a fresh pot.
you're trying to what can I do? You're not really 100% sure what new capabilities you have. I do love that, by the way. That's great.
Yeah.
Where did you get that? Was that the con?
No, my friend gave it to me for my birthday.
Oh, that's awesome.
Bought it online.
Show the camera that. Ladies and gentlemen, Montel has a coffee cup dice cup. It's great. And the dice, there's that's awesome. The dice is like coffee color. It's amazing.
The only one that did not come in the set is the caramel ones. That is one that I
But it still fits perfectly.
Yeah.
I'd say, well, what do you do, Montel?
Okay, so
I'll give you one more action, and we'll pass back around.
I'm just trying to figure out a way I could have Montel cast Spare the Dying without breaking it for him.
Actually, for that kind of stuff, when you were given this new ability, this new power, you do know what, you were given, I have access to these spells.
Then I'm going to try Spare the Dying.
Spare the Dying. Okay.
You downloaded the Matrix.
All right. When you cast Spare the Dying, nothing seems to happen.
good. That's a good thing.
On that, Montel, because you attempted magic, roll me a medicine check.
I see that's
He needs
double
some
digits.
milk.
It's a 16.
16, 15 was the DC.
Woo!
As you put your hands on Grimm's chest, begin to spare the dying, you feel a slight.
Immediately send over the ring. Grimm's not dead like I thought.
He's not dead.
You thought he was dead?
Yes.
What? What?
What's happening now? Go ahead.
How close?
The quick way.
At this point, you're kind of like moving to like what is Montel doing?
This escalated so
And when you
quickly.
hear that, I'm gonna make you roll. You suddenly start moving. Finreal.
It's just going full Malinois going off the roof.
Yeah, like almost as if you saw Kieran do it earlier. I can make you roll for this. You basically grab a rope and jump off and just slide down one of the banners all the way down. Actually, it's like these large like ropes and stuff. So you will hit right where next to Ricardo. The two of you take off running. So Finnegan, you hear that? What are you doing at that?
Finnegan is going to, since he won't have a contested roll now, he's going to use the hand to pick up the unconscious getaway driver.
Okay.
And
Now,
then we're going
here's
to-
my question. Because when you did Bigby's hand, that's still concentration, right?
Yes.
So you dropped invisibility to go Bigby's
The
hand?
invisibility was already
It
dropped.
was already
because I
dropped.
cast
Gotcha. Yeah, you're right.
spell
Gotcha.
with
Fair.
Fireball.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it was regular invisibility, not
Great.
regular.
Okay, I'm with it. That follows.
Alright.
So yeah, this time without new resist, you lose like scoop him up.
Yep.
And you begin to move back into
Yep.
there.
We'll float over. And,
All right. So Kieran, what are you doing?
I'll call Donnie over.
That Donnie quickly trots up.
Tell him to keep an eye on her.
He nods and sits down, staring at the corpse.
Did I see where Montel went?
Roll perception check.
Perception, that's going to be a 15.
Okay. You're not quite sure, but you do see Finreal and Ricarda heading toward that large dais, and there's a giant purple. Actually, no, this is fitting. A giant red fiery hand floating through the air, moving toward that same general direction.
Have you kidnapped someone, Finnegan?
Finnegan, you look down to see Kieran standing over a corpse as he asked you that.
have you killed someone?
I'll make my
Have you killed someone? Yes.
So,
Yes.
Montel,
Just keeping an eye on him. I'm
here's my
so
question.
them.
Now, as soon as you say that, are you going to attempt to get Grim out from underneath that dais, or are you?
Fuck no.
Okay.
I have an 8 strength. I know my place. I sit down right next to Grim.
Finnegan will
I
have-
couldn't move a table. I can't move Grim.
Finnegan will have the hand put down the unconscious person.
Yeah, 120 pounds
And,
soaking wet, trying to move 345
Oh, no, is there-
pounds plus
Is there a
whatever he's
guard still
carrying.
around somewhere?
Actually, yeah, like you see several guards, like when they rushed out, most are taking a position in front of the council hall. There are a few that are trying to get people to calm down and move slowly through the gates. Some are, like you see some people are being arrested just for like causing disruptions. But there are several guards around, yes.
Okay.
And I mean, I'll be honest, the fact that, guards are beginning to take notice of you two, what's going on, and beginning to move towards your group.
Yep. Okay.
You're under arrest. For what?
You two-
Disruption.
Handcuff this man. And like Donnie, watch him too, please.
Handcuff.
Let's see.
With what?
He's talking to guards.
Yeah, the guards.
Not you.
Good, because I don't have cuffs.
Well, when you
At least
two-
not for public.
one of the guards is about to like interject, but you do recognize another one is a guard normally of the night watch, and he recognizes you
Yep.
through him. Like he goes, is this something that we should alert the night commanders about?
They're already aware.
Very, very well. Guardsman, I trust this man. Lock him. Yes, sir. You watch as they begin to. You watch as he turns and looks at the corpse. Goes, you will have to answer about this though.
Leave it there.
That's not what I did. You just take off running.
We'll look at it in a second. We have someone who can take care of that. I'm sure. He brought me back. I'm sure he can bring that one back.
By the time everyone else gets there, Montel has dropped the prestidigitation on his hair. He's back to.
So, Ricardo, what do you do?
Have I reached the body by now?
Yes, the
or-
two of you have reached the dais. And I'm going to say, it's not like you don't crawl in. Well, you've reached the edge of the dais where it is. It's more of crawling in. Like you see Finneral grab the board, just like start tearing them off.
I'm just trying to touch the body. He said he's not dead yet, so if he's not dead yet, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on him.
You feel the magic of the Cure Wounds leave you feel your power leave your body, and it appears to have no effect on Grim.
Does it fix the cut?
Yes, it does. It does slowly. You do see a small cut that, in D&D terms, is less than a point of damage. Just slowly knit it back up.
He's not dead.
There is, but I don't have it.
Fenrir, what are you
What's
doing?
wrong with him?
Points towards glass with blood. That.
Restoration.
Whatever that is. I'm no doctor.
Can I go take a look at
Imagine
it?
lesser
Yeah.
greater restoration.
Both of you, Kieran, you smell the almond smell as soon as you crawl underneath. Both of you roll me nature checks.
I'm not that kind of ranger.
Neither am I. I got +0 to nature.
I have not a negative. It's a
Oh.
+1.
Okay, I'm going to give you advantage. 11. I'm going to help. I'm going to give the help action.
Okay.
Because I have +4.
Okay, gotcha.
Less than that, so 6.
Can I roll 2, or since the spell didn't take? And I'm
The smell of almonds evades the party yet again.
I'll let you give a shot as well.
Do I smell the almonds?
You do smell the almond.
Does that send out anything? Or
Yes, most definitely, Riccara.
So would I
You get
know
PTSD.
it's the poison, or it's...
It is a very lingering, potent smell. It's not just almond, but that's the thing that stands out. You recognize the smell that first night in Port Blaven when all the chicanery went down.
Now we
And
gotta
for
go
some
find
reason-
Reed.
Yeah, you can make the roll if you want, John. You can make the roll.
It's nature check? you said?
Yes,
Probably nothing. 12.
12. 12. But anybody beat a 15?
Would you like to roll?
I'm the only one left. So
What?
it's nature, right? Or your call.
This is literally the first episode. You can't figure out what the hell's going on with these
I'm
almonds.
going to say at this point, I'm going to say no for your rolling
Okay.
because it would just be an almond smell to you. Montel, yes.
Could I roll medicine?
You roll medicine on Grim.
I rolled medicine on Grim, not to know what this is.
I will give you a chance to medicine on the. Yes, I will allow that. We can do that.
Because I helped with nature,
Yes,
so
that's fair. That's fair.
that's also a fight.
So
This
Riccara,
almond smell!
Is there a doctor in the house?
Sorry.
Is there a nut specialist?
Is anyone a healer?
Someone find the local squirrels.
okay, all right.
I have talked with animal.
So,
I know the one cast, I need a reason.
all right. With that, you do see the you do see the side of the dais flare open, and Sorndred kind of pushes in, disheveled as he goes. What are y'all doing under? Shit, Grim. You see it as he moves over.
He's alive.
He's alive.
He's alive.
Powerful, this here is fine.
He's alive, why isn't he moving?
Really? Is there a healer anywhere?
So you watch
Holy
as
mackerel.
Sorndred, he puts his hand right here on Grim, waits for about 30 seconds to a minute, nods. You see him open Grim's eyes as he looks in.
And rolls a natural.
Okay. He's like, what?
I once again point.
Sorndred moves over as he see him. He's very carefully. He takes out a dagger, dips the edge into the bit of the liquid. You see him. Almost, yeah. You see him kind of. Sees he slides it off. So I know what this is. As he goes. He's a few moments he nods and he's alive. Our dear friend here is in a very, very deep sleep.
Alright, wake him up.
It's not that simple. It's not a poison. It's not a toxin. It's doing what it's supposed to do. The best way to say it's a type of medicine that if imbibed, it will put you into a state mimicking death. But your heartbeat is slowed, and you can survive like that as long as you can find a way to give them nutrients. They'll survive like that indefinitely. They're not dying. They're not hurting. It's just a deep sleep. Out of game terms, they're basically in an active coma. And that's why. Has anybody here tried any sort of restoration effect, any sort of cure wounds?
I tried cure wounds.
And nothing happened, did it?
No.
Because he's not hurt. He's him. It's just right now he is deep asleep.
So no magical restoration would get him out of this?
Correct.
How do we wake him up?
The potion is called Grave's Embrace. It is made from the petals of the death orchid. The antidote, the antiserum, is made from the roots. We need fresh death orchids. Where is the nearest graveyard?
Kieran could probably take you.
What fucking lie?
Actually, wait, no. Stormdrew knows where the nearest graveyard is.
Yeah.
He went there.
That's right. Okay. He does.
That's where
That's where they had the meeting. You're right.
thing
Yes.
and the other thing.
So he goes, okay. Take care of the point. Point of inspiration for that, Ricky. That was brilliant. You take 1d4 psychic damage from that here. No, you're good.
No. DM rules. I'm dead. No, I'm at 108 feet.
All right.
You did live there for a while.
I guess.
No, he
You wouldn't
didn't.
count it as a living.
So as
was out of town.
you watch
Reside there for a little while.
So you watch as Sorndrin, as he goes, all right, so first we have to he needs fresher, get him out from underneath the stairs. Finriel, you come with me, I'm going to need your help for this. You two, just make sure he is stable, he doesn't move a lot, just keep his body safe. We'll be back as soon as we get. Come on, Finriel, as he moves off.
I shove 5 good berries at Ricara as I'm leaving.
All right.
I hold him.
So
There's some gummies.
So you watch as Sorndrin and Finriel take off. Finn, as soon as you take off, you watch as Sev dives down and begins galloping beside you. All right, so we'll get to where you two are going. What are the four of you doing? You strong, brave individuals.
I guess we're just.
He said not to move the body.
No. He said move the body out into the fresh air.
No.
Don't
I
damage happens.
looked at him with his glowing mage hand.
Oh, you think I need to give you an explanation over some shit?
No,
Can you
I'm
move
saying help.
Oh. Well, did he say not to move the body?
He said move
He
the
said
body.
move the body.
Okay,
Just
well, I'll
don't
have him
anything
move the
happen to
body.
it.
The hand.
All right.
Move the body, and I'm going to go over the ring with Hemlock and say, are the counselors safe? Give me a status report.
By the way, Hemlock would have heard.
Please.
Grim's not dead like I thought.
He's like, oh man, this is some shit going on.
The first time my
He
toast
said, I hope they let me keep
not
this.
dead.
Man, this is intense. What's
All
gonna
right,
happen?
so I have to make some rolls.
Oh, goodness.
It's Hemlock.
Yay.
That's him.
It's exciting. I hope it'll last.
This is Corbrick. Okay.
That was a very ominous hymn.
As you say that, as you say that, you hear the voice, the thought that returns is like, "We're dealing with it."
What's your position? Because the person that I could use to track him just ran off.
Very true. You can ask me where he is. I still know where he's at. So no, that's the other spell. I can just track him.
Yeah.
Corbrick got a natural one on that one.
Oh god.
The best laid plans.
So you hear, it's Graves. He's shit. You son. Cap and just there is exertion. There is no focus to the thought. There's only a blast of pain that echoes across the ring. but you get a sense that Hemlock is still up. Something is happening in that council building.
Okay, so I know that they're in the building.
Yeah, like you,
Okay.
because you saw them rush inside with the counselors.
Yep.
We all hear
Yes.
Yep. To the building. Let's go.
Look at the
Let's go
two
do
guards.
some next
Watch
war
him.
shit.
Montel,
this. Like burn the place.
Yes.
make me a roll. Straight D20.
Do that one.
10. Right down the middle.
Okay. All right. I'm going to take some of that.
Are Sondrin and I still close enough to overhear that with
Yes,
him
like you-
being up for staying for that? Because I don't think Finn would be very torn because he needs to go get the thing
Yeah.
for him. But if Sondrin hesitates, then that
No,
would affect
as-
Finn's action.
As soon he hears that, you do see Sorndrin like cast a glance back over his shoulder. He's still running forward. You hear him. He'll take care of it. There is an urgency to his movements.
Then Finn's not even going to turn around.
Okay. All right.
So we're rushing into the.
The four of you are rushing into the
I'll
council
leave
building.
Ren sitting like right on top of Grim's chest.
Okay.
Guard.
All right. Do you want to send Seb back to?
Yes, Seb will guard.
All right. So like you say that you watch as this dragon does a 360 turn, claws, and then just takes running back all toward the ground, kicking up dust, some portion though he goes flying. All right. Okay. So the four of you rush to the council doors, and as you slam into it, you feel resistance as something is barred over them. The doors are blocked.
Are there windows?
Yes, but there are these like large bay windows. They're about
You say they're barred? It says there's something barred?
something when you hit, you feel pressure across the center of that door.
I'm going to step back 20 feet.
Okay.
And I'm gonna
Use
move
my
away.
action to go.
Oh, are we going,
Yeah,
Dino?
we go.
Oh
To
man.
go into a dance battle.
Yeah.
Kieran,
All right, door.
Kieran, you watch as Rikara steps back. You see him kind of crick his neck, and just as he stares ahead, you may want to move. As he suddenly like leaps forward, his body engorging and changing as long horns begin to pull out, his muzzle lengthening to a parrot-like beak, a horn coming out, as an emerald green triceratops just lands and does one of those charge moves. Montella grabs you and steps out of the way with you.
Well, I was gonna say, if he starts charging, like that moment in Lord of the Rings where Legolas grabs the horse and jumps on, I'm just gonna go, this is alright, and grab the
Okay,
I'm gonna ride him in!
maybe an acrobatics.
We're in it together, buddy.
Maybe acrobatics.
I'm going to.
I'm dead.
What did you roll?
What is it?
And that's acrobatics.
Acrobatics. Well, it's okay. That's gonna be a
Negative inspiration?
11. 11.
You don't have the inspiration or anything.
I don't know. Do I?
You know what?
You got one, didn't you?
I thought I gave you a point of inspiration so far.
No.
No, you gave him.
You gave him a D4 for
Oh.
damage, you asshole.
Tell you what. Yeah,
You could've
I will, because this is very a rule of cool moment. I'll let you re-roll that. Give
Thank you,
advantage.
let me use Kieran's die.
But what's the
You're a
worst one?
halfling. You're a halfling.
You get to reroll once.
No, it's 2.
Satisfaction of failing with a natural 1.
Damn the deuces.
So Kieran,
What's this? Another inspiration.
Kieran, as Rikara charges at the door, you're kind of off the.
Can I make a athletics grab to help pull him off whenever he
No,
gets falling?
I'm almost saying you can pull Kieran out of the way. So as Rikara is about to swing his head, you kind of reach up to grab it. Miss is kind of spin. Rikara.
I tried.
Well, I want to time the hand.
Okay, so at the same
punching
time.
At the same time that he.
All right, I'm not going to make a roll for timing. Just both of you make the strength checks.
Okay.
Strength check.
Strength check.
That's a natural 19
That's
plus
fine.
8 for 27.
Okay.
It's gonna be an 18.
What's it
Well,
like?
no. 9 plus.
What's it like having?
That normally doesn't happen
What-
unless I'm
what-
rolling history or Arcana.
15.
Okay.
Well, does he?
Or investigation Arcana.
Okay, yeah, alright.
I'm a card. Stab me.
That's 15.
Oh God! Why did
all right.
we do
So,
that?
actually, doesn't the Triceratops have a charge attack?
Uh,
Yeah, sure.
yes. Well, the charge attack doesn't do damage.
It just knocks it prone. Let me see it.
It
Knock that
says
door
something about
prone.
DC 13. Save and
Strength
knocks
save and
prone.
knock prone. Technically, doors of DC has a strength of 0. So yeah, basically what's going to happen? It has a massive HP, but I'll let it happen. So Riccara, you lower your head just as you see that glowing red hand slam above you, and your head connects. You don't break the bar. You break the hinges of the door as these two massive, like 12-foot by 8-foot doors, so a good 20 feet across, just.
Thing, it looks like he's on the pitcher's mound.
Here's the thing. I'm not going to give them a chance to save, but the 3 guards who are behind that, who are waiting for y'all to break through the door somehow with weapons drawn, they're like these large, bloody, like just. You ever stepped on a ketchup packet?
Yeah.
That's what you see on the others. Yeah.
I started today dead. Looks like other people get to see it.
All right. So with that, the 4 of you move into the council building. We cut now to Sorndrin.
Like dust is up and just like slow motion hero walk in.
We did it. We
Sorndrin
saved
and
the city.
Finreal.
There's like flames everywhere behind us.
Like I said, we saved the city.
Cool guys don't look
Okay.
at explosions. They blow things up in the air.
Let me get over here in case he's sent. Okay. So Finreal. The distance from where you are, because it's like this is the council district. The divine district is like just right off. So maybe at full sprint, 5-10 minutes of that. So the 2 of you rush into the boneyard, the cemetery. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
That one.
Any inspiration?
Can't use inspiration on that one, but also next.
You can use it. You can
Oh,
roll
Yeah.
it.
No, I haven't been at all.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, you can use inspiration to roll on that
Okay,
one.
but no, I don't have it.
Okay.
Whoa, wait up.
But
Bring
thanks
up
for
our
the
hope.
clarification.
You know what?
Just
On
dash
on
them
that,
down.
I gave one to Kieran. You can take one too. Go ahead and re-roll that.
Okay.
Get it again. No, just kidding. Just kidding.
How much?
24.
24. Okay. So on a 24, so at this point, because this will happen within maybe an hour. So it's now going to be about 10 o'clock in the morning. You see in the distance a large tent set for a ceremony. That there is in fact a funeral is about to take place sometime soon. As you point, and as sort of says, we need a fresh grave, either about to be dug, already dug. That is where. Yes, perfect. As he begins
You dug.
as he moves quickly, he tells you that it is a tradition in Wildweir that when doing funerals, you bless the casket, you bless the ground with fresh death organs, and hopefully they will still have some remnant of the root on them. As he begins to, you move with him until you move to that tent. I need both you as well. Roll me another nature check.
Can it be survival?
Sure, I'll have survival this one. Yeah.
8 with my +6.
Wow.
2 as well. All right, so he got a base of an 18. As the 2 are looking through the different bouquets and such, he moves around the front where the actual headstone is. He goes, yes! So he grabs. He goes, oh, thank the gods! And you do see the very tip of a root system still attached to this. He goes, okay. Alvin, what equipment do you have? Specifically, what kits do you have?
What kits do I have?
What kits do you have?
I believe I only have the one I started with, which would be the adventurer's kit.
Adventurous kit. Okay, so you wouldn't have either a healer's kit or a potioneer or brewer's kit.
No, believe
Alchemist
that.
kit.
Alchemist kit.
I have a mess kit. That's it.
Close.
Does anyone here have either a brewer's, a potioneer's, or alchemist kit?
No. I have additional notes. I have 20 wyvern teeth.
Wouldn't it be ironic if Grim was carrying around an alchemist kit this whole time?
What is he, like, making meth?
Jesse, we have to cook.
What you
There's
got,
a reason
Montel?
he was making all
You
this
gotta
money.
open this.
What you got, Montel?
And it's gone. It was there, and it's gone.
Okay. All right. So,
Coffee does not count as alchemist kit.
I know that.
all right.
Could be a brewer's
Maybe
So with
the
that,
coffee kit and the mess kit make a
Mine is specifically coffee kit.
kit. Gross.
so Finreal, he is going to look at you and give you a. You take the piece of paper, writes down real quick several items, folds it. Goes, just find the nearest alchemist shop you can. The nearest apothecary you can, and hands you. It's about 8 different items. Now, make me a survival roll. This is going to be how fast you get these items.
22.
22. Okay. As soon as you take it, you take off running. So the nearest apothecist is actually within that Perdition's Way. It's kind of a less reputable one, but you saw as you run past it were closed. But that's not going to stop you. So within 15, 20 minutes, you will have everything, and you see Sormren, he takes off running back after you toward the council's district. As we cut now to the stone dust clearing, as a large triceratop, above it floating this giant fiery red hand, Rakara and Finnick, a dragonborn, 2 halflings, and a human, stepping through the dust.
Oh, I love this joke.
flying.
I'll still
I'm
try
like
to be
sorcerers.
That's what you still triceratops, forgive me, yeah.
until there's no more room
Triceratops.
Yeah.
space enough for me.
Actually, this is a massive foyer hall. Like, you can easily fit in here. As you step in, everyone roll perception checks.
As we walk in, I want to say, knock, knock.
From underneath you here.
Perception goes up to this down.
Yep.
Yes.
Perception? Sweet. Ooh. 24.
24.
Evil is placed.
16.
16.
18.
18. DC 15. Above you, you all hear the sound of clashing metal. Roll penalty for him. That's Hemlock. As you hear Hemlock's voice, "Ja!" You know that the council hall itself is above you. It's a large, open amphitheater type place. So whatever's happening is happening above you. There are 2 large staircases leading up. They're about 12 feet across. They're made for people to move up and down. So you can easily, and even in Triceratops form, these are large stone stairs.
Sure. I'm fine.
I'm not going to make you roll for this. Port Blaven used to be part of what was called during the Fallen Ages, one of the Dark Empires. This was one of the main cities. So what you're standing in is the remnants of an ancient castle keep. So this thing is built to take punishment. Rakara, you would know that even this massive, multi-ton form, it may be a little bit creaky, but these stairs will handle you no problem. Like, they were meant to hold legions in armor moving up and down. All right, so as the 4 of you rush up the stairs, I need to make one more roll. So, Torbert. Speaking of a natural 2. Hemlock.
Fix that, please. It has been killing all the shit.
What?
That wall.
Which one?
That wall.
What's wrong with it? Is it leaning?
It's no, it's the other one. He's not touching.
It's not touching.
Thank you.
Oh gosh, take a point of inspiration.
Thank you, I will.
Wait a minute! That's not how this works. That's
So,
not how any of this works.
on a 2 for Torbrick, on a total of a 4 with a natural 1 for Hemlock,
Oh God.
and then a base of an 18 for Grask. for Gravis. As the four of you top the stairs, you see Torbrick on the ground, a massive wound across his chest. Hemlock battered and beaten, on one knee holding the sword up against Gravis, who's got this massive, like, huge mauled sledge just bearing down, laughing. He goes, "This city will be mine." He rears back and just like with one swing, Hemlock goes flying. The large stone diocese podium-like seating where the council members meet, where the gallery meets, he just kind of scatters against. As he walks over, he goes, "The councilors are all downstairs. My city marshal," says he raised, "just to get you out of the way." And now you have an moment to act as he raises the maul.
I'm going to charge him.
All right.
Eldritch Blast.
Hey,
Okay.
look at there.
All right.
What happened?
So,
All right, so Eldritch Blast, so go ahead and make your roll. You're going to charge him. Arrow.
I am going
saw that.
to. So sending in the hand is a bonus.
that's the
action.
first one.
Yeah, you get
Do I-
two, right?
Yeah, I get
Or are
two.
you giving us like?
Like you a turn, you can basically you can send in the hand and do something. Yeah.
Okay.
So roll to attack.
I'm not.
Yeah.
That's a natural 20 and a 21.
Okay. So natural 20 on the Eldritch Blast. Go ahead and we'll set the crit. Say when.
Win.
Okay. We'll go this time. Kieran, what was your roll to hit?
It's oh, God, I have all these
What
other
you got?
things too.
Oh.
2, 8. 16.
16 is going to miss.
Oh, no. I have a 19.
Total of 19.
Total 19.
And you will miss. You watch as your sword comes down.
19.
Well, what are you hitting with? What are you hitting
I'm
with?
charging.
Oh, you're Okay, so as you charge, you get within about a foot of him, and suddenly the air in front of your eyes glows yellow, and you're thrown offward.
Toro.
For the hand,
Okay,
I got a natural 20.
that will hit.
And
Okay, I'm going to because I will. There are two ways this crit can work: either bludgeoning or as it is a magical effect. Which one would you like to pull?
do the bludgeoning because I like it to roll my
All right,
dice.
say when.
Win.
Okay. All right. So, by the way, Riccara, even though you're in the Triceratops form, you know you hit a ward. That's basically what it stopped the attack, which means that his AC is being magically enhanced. All right. So, whose dexterity is higher between the two of you?
Mine's 16.
I think his
Mine is also a 16.
He's
Yep. Both 16.
Roll.
Rolling. Yeah, just give me a rolling to see who I will.
14.
11.
All right. So that makes sense because the hand was already in motion and you just basically threw it.
Also, so because that's my bonus action,
Yeah.
I'm also going to be casting slow. So he needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
Yep. Of 16.
All right. He has advantage. Base was 17. If it makes you feel better, the other one was a natural 1.
It does not make me feel better, but
Does
we'll go
not.
with that.
I would rather have the
But-
natural one.
So the natural 20.
Okay, where here comes. Do you want the bludgeoning attack?
Yep.
All right. This is a setback. Kneecap, double damage, and they have disadvantage on skill checks that require his legs. So basically, the hand you're going to sweep the leg. The hand is
Okay.
coming in low and slamming down
All
on
right.
his legs.
So with the double damage, is it just the one double?
yes,
Or
it's
the
because
crit?
this
Okay.
this part this takes over the normal.
Okay.
So it's just the one double.
That's good.
By the way,
Those are holy shit.
do we get max damage?
No, but pretty fucking close. That's
Bravo.
4 8s,
Wow.
a 6, a
By
5.
the way, that's a minor critical.
4, and a 3. So 8 times 4 is 20. 32. Plus 6 is 38. Plus 5 is
43.
Yeah, 43.
43.
47, 50.
50.
Plus his strength is 8, so 58.
58.
Or is it plus 8? So,
Okay, 58. Okay. All right. He just takes that wham, and you watch as he literally like just kind of raises up as he
Was that double damage or was it just?
Yeah, that was 8d8. It's normally 4d8.
Oh, he rolled double dice. That's fine.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
that's good.
Okay.
Either way, you can either roll double dice or double total damage. That's fine. All right, so Montel, we come to you now.
That would have been sick if it was 116.
Oh God! All right, so yeah, so basically, what happened is he had stepped up to bring the hammer down. That's when your hand just caught him like right here above, right at the knees, and you just wham! And he just kind of went flying. Montel,
Hemlock, you need a hand?
you have a deadly critical mind wipe.
Oh.
Target makes a DC 18 Wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, they roll a D6 and are permanently unable to see or hear dwarves, elves, or halflings.
What?
Wipe us from existence in his mind.
So,
It's like,
All
all
right, here's the thing.
hell,
Okay.
fuck that
Okay.
is.
As of right now, I'm gonna let you know. As of right now, he is susceptible to this. He's susceptible. Susceptible. Thank you. He only has a +3 to his wisdom. So he rolls a 15. Where we're gonna do this Brindley Mulligan style.
Roll it in the front.
Base of 19. So he resists.
Ah, damn it.
He resists.
But what if he didn't?
By the way, if he hadn't, let's see what he would have forgotten. That's halfling. 5 to 6 is halfling. All right, so roll your damage, Monte.
What the fuck is that thing? Here I come. I'm cooking.
that's only 5.
Only 5. Okay.
Only 5.
All right. So, okay.
No, your time's coming up.
To what?
Lay there.
Now he's gone. I really hate Jeff.
Don't you have a podcast?
That's quite a bit of
I
damage.
know. Like,
And it's on
shut
Apple
up.
Podcasts,
Apple,
and Google.
Spotify. I have to listen to them all the time on Apple, Spotify, Outcast, Anchor, YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, they're always there. Every Monday with new episodes and new content. It's
Everything
ridiculous.
this day,
Did
he's
you make 2
annoying.
attacks?
Yeah, I made 2 attacks. I rolled both together.
Okay.
Okay.
There's so Eldritch Blast does not have a attack plus to damage.
No.
Nope, it's just what it. Okay.
It's just D10.
It's just a
So,
cantrip.
he's taking some damage from her. As he slams down, and the 4 of you rush to him, Hemlock is just.
Oh, actually, that's my bad. That's +6 more. I took Agonizing Blast.
Gotcha.
There you go.
That's what. Yeah.
There you go.
I was like, hold on.
Montel.
Ah!
Nice. Okay. So, as you watch as he is, the hand hits him up in the air. You catch him in the air. He goes flying backwards into that large stone stadium seating. Wham! Hitting hard, kind of falling back. You turn to see him.
Are we in combat now, or?
Not yet. So as you before you rush, Hemlock kind of staggering to his feet. As soon as we got inside, he stabbed the marshal. Looks over, you see, shit. Can any one of you hear? Slowly, you watch staggered blood leaking from his mouth. You idiots. You think you've beaten me? I don't have a backup plan? You wish that I was this easy. And I wish, as right here in his lapel, a small square lights up bright white. I wish I had the form to kill you all. As a card seems to float out.
Why are you looking at me?
As the blue card from the deck of many things disappears, you watch as Grass form starts to twitch. His body seems to grow as the armor, yes,
This is a wish spell?
This is a wish. Well, it acts as though it were the spell. It is not the actual spell itself.
Okay. That's
Which
good
means that
wording.
when you
That's
get it,
good wording.
when you get it, I cannot counterspell you either.
That's good wording.
You watch as clear that notice off, please. As his body starts to grow, the armor first binding just pops off. As his form lengthens, his skin darkening, first to this like almost bluish tint, then hardening to a green as his body swells before wings flaring out of his back. As he falls forward, large talon claws appearing. As he finishes, folks, it's called Dungeons and Dragons for a reason.
There we go.
Grasped new form stands in front of you. And now we roll for initiatives.
And I'm not fucking there!
What kind is it?
Neither is the trick warden.
What kind is it?
The dragon?
Yeah.
This is a green dragon.
No, but is it an adult? Is it an action? Is it a baby? I'm also going to use the advantage on initiative that
Yeah.
you gave me.
So yeah, by the way, as this is happening, this is when Sorndrin and Fenrir will have entered into the courtyard. It was a luck roll. 10 or above beats it. The two guards that were with Grim are not with Grass, so they are actually standing guard. As the top of the roof, you two see the top of the roof of the Kells building blown off as this humongous green dragon just roars and lands in front of it. Just lands back on the dais where you are. We can take our break now if you want to go ahead and get out of the way. It's only 7:30, or we can go into this. I don't want to stop mid-combat is all.
I'm fine with taking a break now.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll take a break right now.
Sure.
I'll go ahead and get everything set up.
All right. Real quick before everybody walks out, you can go ahead and do what you're
Yeah.
doing. Last week, Finnegan told a story to Finreal
yes.
and to Hemlock about regarding his childhood. And while I didn't have it figured fully out in my head, I would like to recount the story now so that the people at home watching, or wherever they might be watching it, they might be at work being bored, will know when they wouldn't have missed out on, Finnegan lore. When I was just a lad, I was quite mischievous and quite gullible. There was a crew of older children that ran amok in the streets. I wanted to be one of them pretty badly. Living on the streets at that age was pretty dangerous, and if you had the opportunity to join a crew like that, for safety, you did. One evening, as part of my initiation, we were to break into a beautiful estate and make off with some things that we could sell. We managed to find an unlatched window and climb into what ended up being the kitchen. What we saw was simply amazing. There was food everywhere. No maggots, stale bread, or flies on the meat. One of the older kids also managed to reach a couple of bottles of wine off of the wine rack. Some of us began searching throughout the rest of the home for valuables we could fit in our pockets or the bags that we had. I ended up what appeared to be a library. Books galore. I was fascinated. I began thumbing through some of the pages until I noticed I couldn't hear anyone else moving around. I began to make my way back to the kitchen only to find that the other kids were making their escape without me. Could you believe that? I started to run across the kitchen, but they pushed the wine rack over. Hundreds of bottles of wine came crashing down. I tried to tiptoe across the shattered glass, but my feet were being sliced to ribbons. As I sat on the floor trying to pick the glass out of my feet, a lovely woman came into the kitchen, gasping and initially quite upset. She looked down at me first with anger, then with pity, and then with something I hadn't seen before. It seemed to be affection and love. She picked me up off the floor, placed me on the counter, and began tending to my wounds. It hurt so much, it was almost like she enjoyed it, giggling at my winces. She said to me, "You have quite the tender foot," and asked me my name. I replied to her, "Finnegan." You see, I had never had a last name. Never knew either of my parents. But she would always call me Tenderfoot as a nickname, so I adopted it as I grew up. And that's the story that I told Finreal and Hemlock while out that evening.
Oh, we got the name Tenderfoot. Very good. Take a point of strength for that.
I like it.
That, by
All right.
the way, was what I was confused about
Yeah.
when I posted in the Discord that I had no idea what was going on. It was I got that first message, it was like, what? And I was like, oh, right.
All right, there he is. All right, folks, so we're going to take our break right now. That way we don't have to interrupt combat later on. Because this is going to be a hell of a combat.
Hell of a combat.
All right.
We don't have our barbarian.
Not yet, at least.
We better.
But you do have Hemlock.
Oh, great.
Was that me that your friend was talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's watching on YouTube and he sent that to me on
Nice.
Discord. That's why I screenshot it and posted it for y'all.
I'll say.
Thank you, friend.
Yeah.
It's 1 in the morning here. Really just say, hey, since it's Stereo Luxury, thank you for joining us. I'm going to skip the restroom. But yeah, now you know what happened to at least one of the cards that Robindel had.
My friend.
I think that was appropriate, don't you say?
He will kill you eventually.
God, if we kill him first,
You have to fight him first.
that's going to be the pain in the ass.
He will travel the multiverse.
Yeah. So Fenrir
Affect
knows
everything.
that information, but Fenrir does not know that everyone else does not know that information.
Nah.
It's secret that I don't know is secret.
Hey, Bluebird.
Tweet, tweet.
We're doing our break, guys, so if anyone's got any questions, I got it up.
Or if anybody wants to send me another drink, that'd be great. Oh dear.
I want to try to make a dexterity check. I
Please
want to
don't.
hit someone's head. Huh?
Before I go to the restroom, I'm just gonna casually put this over here. Don't have to. Just gonna move this right over here.
I am vengeance. I am the knight.
That should be framed, sir.
I have to get it on. I have it on. By the way, he's almost
this-
70 years old.
Is that the basically the end of what everybody know for that?
Yes.
Okay.
Someone said, so what's everyone's classes and races? I am a halfling ranger fighter.
It's not emerald, but it's green.
I'm a half elf ranger, but not that kind of ranger.
I am a half-orc barbarian.
I'm a halfling wizard, 1 level dipping rogue.
And we have Rikara, who is a dragonborn.
Emerald
Stuff.
dragonborn.
First half of the player's handbook.
Yeah.
And Montel is a warlock.
Just
Rogue?
warlock.
Warlock rogue.
Warlock rogue.
Well, you mean I don't know if he has rogue now. I don't know.
I think he said.
Yep. It's quite unfortunate.
Unfortunate.
And
For the
then we also have
dragon.
Swordgrin that's not here. That
Yeah, there's
is
Swordgrin
a
who's
dark elf
Mohawk.
cleric. A what?
Dark elf mohawk.
Dark elf mohawk.
But yeah, he is a dark elf cleric.
That I didn't realize was that kind of cleric until I mentioned it sounding cool, and he took it personally. I was like, oh.
What kind of cleric?
He's a Twilight.
Oh, yeah.
I thought he was a death cleric or a grave cleric. Wasn't sure which.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't
so
play clerics, so I
some-
just assumed.
someone was asking, someone was saying Eldritch Blast doesn't receive a modifier. Is it only a D10? Yes, it's a D-force, 1d10 force damage, 2 beams at 5th level, 3 beams at 11th level, and 4 beams at 17th level.
There is an invocation that you can take, I think it is, that you can add your charisma as a modifier.
Yeah. But as far as base spell goes, it looks like that is.
Yeah.
the
I may
case.
be incorrect and be remembering a homebrew invocation that does that.
Yeah.
Well, there's the one that agonizing blast that gives him, it gave him +6 in the case, I think, or maybe +3 to each one.
Yeah, but
Those two.
Funky Dirt gets saying he says certain invocations add modifiers. And also, thank you, Mira Long, for saying interesting party you guys got. It's a very interesting party.
well, hi, Keith.
We very much, I think we all like it.
Since we're fighting a dragon, might as well pull the dragon dice out.
Ho ho ho. Here, doobie dragon.
Here they be driving.
There be dragons.
Now, here be dragons.
Any questions
There
on
is
that one?
like-
By the way?
Yeah, they asked about class races
Okay.
and all that.
Yeah, we currently have.
Come on, Rangers. What are y'all's favorite enemy? Any of it dragons or
My favorite enemy.
It's orcs.
orcs? Oh yeah, that's right. It's orcs.
Threw me off.
It's always been orcs. I know
Favorite
that.
quests you guys have done? As far as this
This one or anyone, please, yeah.
well, in terms of this one, I think I really like the orphanage.
Yeah.
Being able to kill those hags was
Oh,
so
oh,
It
satisfying.
was so
Beasts and
satisfying.
monstrosities is
Beast
what I have.
monstrosity. Okay.
Besides this one, I really liked whenever I was running for you guys.
Yeah.
I like the initial one with Pajal and the defending the town.
Against her wolf pack.
Yeah, but especially I think I really liked you guys going to Beaconsdale and having to eventually. One of the party members, Michael, was in that game, and he went to the guy who played Reed, and they went to this city that is basically military controlled, and his bard got arrested, and I had a separate session with just him, of him being in the system and everything, of what was happening, and then they had to plan a prison break, and then that happened. So
Yeah, that was pretty fun.
I don't know how they managed to do it. It was very lucky.
Yeah. No joke. My favorite quest, I would say, from this particular game, I kind of have to agree. It'd have to be saving the orphans from the hags. That was just so satisfying.
Oh, yeah.
Being able to take out those hags.
I like the werewolf.
The werewolf one was fun too.
The mom werewolf and the kid werewolf.
And
fight them
Billy.
off.
Billy.
Always Billy.
Good old Billy.
He's still up there. He's still
Billy the
there.
goats.
Billy
Get
the
to us real
goat.
quick. Bunch of dragons.
I mean, if you have a way to teleport him there, it's possible.
Mechanical Raven says that she's gonna bounce here for a bit.
I think
I
Iron
don't
Hero
know.
was on somewhere.
Dirk, if you don't, I've got one person, but if you don't mind, if you can also keep it on the YouTube. Raven should be back after all, but she's not feeling very well.
But it's thinking back on stuff like that, and I'm like, I want to DM again.
I think my favorite one that I ran for y'all. It has been the last time that Rakara went dinosaur,
Oh yeah.
and then that following what was the first episode we put on the stream, where Bravo the old man, and that was yeah. I'm just an old man. What is
My friend, you have lifted the curse. I just always
I'm not allowed to enter?
he is
I didn't know you were behind me, so
I came around
I love
after
playing
you
him.
started.
That's why I
He's
want.
great, yeah.
That's again why I want to DM again, so he can be the full NPC that he's always meant to be.
just for clarification, I think you had to draw a card and not know the card before you used it.
There are some that let you draw and hold it, like Wish is one, the one with Resurrection, the one that lets you ask a question. Those you can draw and hold.
They're special.
Yeah, that's kind of the difference between how the deck of many things works in this world and others. Whereas in my world, where James is one of the players, if you pull a card from the deck of many things, it happens now. You are not allowed to hold them; they go off. And that led to some pretty funny shenanigans because they have money to blow, and the tiefling wizard that was running the store, where he had a few of the cards of the deck of many things, he said 2,000 gold and you can pull a card. And they had recently got a whole ton of treasure.
Oh,
They're like,
tell me they got
sure,
the one
why
that-
not? One of them had their soul taken away.
Oh God, the void.
One of them, James's character, lost his intelligence down to a 3.
Oh.
And then one of them pulled. I did kind of change some of the cards a little bit. And the last card that was pulled was the one that granted 1d3 wishes. And he rolled 2, and he was like, I'm going to wish that we never pulled those first 2 cards,
Okay, so
and we level up to level 10.
So
Oh, okay.
couple questions come in. First one's a very good question. How am I doing spell components? The way I do spell components, unless it's one that needs like monetary value, like a gold value, in my mind, you guys are well enough cash that while you're in town. You okay?
Yeah. No, I'm fine. I just misread something like 4 times.
While you're in town, you go and pick things up. But if it's like, say, for Heroes Feast, where you need like a 1,000 gold piece bowl, we just retcon and say you picked it up, and you knock 1,000 gold pieces off. Yeah. The spell component management to me is something that kind of takes away from the flavor of role playing. Like we have to, unless it's very specific monetary things. Great question though. Bluebird Absurd want to know: did he just eat the top of the bun before the rest of it?
There's no burger left, so everyone else will have to find out later. Watch the YouTube video back.
What does that mean?
That's
in about
true.
a week, we'll have Dortmund's Rising on DVD. They ordered it for me.
Nice.
So if you want to use that.
My next one we'll put in the same flavor of Darkness Rising is the Knights of Badassdom. Yeah. That movie is great.
Yes.
But Bluebird, yes, he probably ate it bun first. But yeah, Fire Bar spell components. A lot of, like I said, unless it's very specific monetary things, or if the player has something like some things like a certain flower. If they've got a very special magical flower, it more is a flavor type thing than the actual. Well, you have to have this, and this.
Right.
Anything on YouTube? Because I need to find a way to have two things going.
Nothing coming up on YouTube.
Okay. Bluebird Absurd says madness. No, that's Montel.
Wrong.
Wait, that's it. When I do Montel's character shirt, it's going to go madness. No, I'm Montel.
Madness? No. Question. He did it.
What's the okay?
Montel.
All right, this is we got about 20. We got a few minutes for that. So this is very interesting. What is a class you cannot stand?
Honestly, I don't have a class I can't stand.
The original Beastmaster? I heard it was bad.
I mean, to be fair, before the original 5e Rangers are very mechanically bad. But I have a class I don't like. I'm very vocal about this class, even though I do play the class occasionally. I don't like warlocks. No, Montel, it was before you added.
I don't love sorcerers.
It just gives them another.
I can see that. I can see that. That's fair.
I don't like sorcerers.
It's
I don't like this. The sorcery points is weird.
Yeah.
Well, actually, that's a fair point. Actually, above that, monks to me sometimes don't make sense.
You're talking about key points are totally different. I'm just kidding.
But it's probably like now warlocks. They're basically the we want to do everything class.
We're level 10.
And bards. Warlocks and bard are both. I want to do everything.
That's fair, but warlocks have the thing of okay. Every other spellcaster like we need to rest. We don't have time for a long rest. Okay, let's take a short rest then. The warlock, man, it's nice having all my spell slots back.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
At least bards.
I was about to say both of them.
At least bards, that's their point. They're supposed to be jack of all trades kind of things.
Jack of all trades, master of none type thing. Yeah.
Cleric is one that cleric and monk are the two that never appealed to me, so I haven't played either. That's the closest I can get.
Yeah, but you don't like them. It's just they don't appeal to you, so you don't play them.
Yeah.
Well, I've never played either because that's the closest to a class I can't stand that there is.
Yeah, if I have another cat, I'll probably do them. I love monks. I just like martial arts. I like punch and punch.
I just haven't seen a class I'm like, no, I would not absolutely ever play a character in this class. I would love to play a character of each class.
Right.
Yeah. Sorcerer is probably, of the ranking of them, it's probably the last for me.
Honestly, the one that I'm like, I would probably would not play, but that's because I haven't gone back and looked at the fixed version of it, is Blood Hunter. Because the original one that we put out for Blood Hunter, it's what happened to Tiefling's character, Mollymock. You could kill yourself before anything else could happen. It was a dangerous class. But now apparently with the new one we're done with he's done with the lycanthropy curse. It's supposed to be different. I haven't read that yet.
So someone said, if you were making a Batman PC, would you use monk or rogue class? So whenever Taliesin made his owl bear,
oh god, yes,
in the Darrington Brigade.
Yes.
It was a barbarian rogue.
Yes.
Definitely you would want to have rogue for like especially sneaky. But
I have a hot take on that.
Depends on which
I would
battle.
actually say he's.
I mean,
a knowledge,
yeah, sure.
I would actually say he's a knowledge bard rogue.
I would say actually Batman's a paladin.
That's where I was about to
that was
go.
a vengeance.
He's an Oath of Vengeance paladin.
I would argue Oath of War.
I mean, he may have that, but like he's not using any of those spells.
I would say
Really?
I don't think you would.
You don't think he uses any of the spells, any of the abilities?
I think he's just more on himself being at the physical perfection.
And actually, I wouldn't say rogue at all. He's an artificer.
I was
That's
going
what I
to
would
say
say,
artificer to me.
Artificer
Is
above
that how you
rogue.
guys
Like-
pronounce it?
I would
I
say,
say
artificer.
I say artificer.
I say artificer.
I go back and forth.
Artificer, yeah.
He would he'd probably take a 2 to 3 level dip in rogue, but
I say
everything
artificer.
else would be artificer, I
Yeah,
believe.
always.
I say
You
bullshit.
I would say he doesn't. He's just really high level.
I would disagree because I feel like he would have expertise
Yeah.
and he would have
He took that with a feat.
Yeah, but
He took that with a beat.
The thing is, took that with a feet.
But
Lucius
he would-
Fox is the artificer.
That's
he
fair.
would, he
That
would
is
also
fair.
have
Alfred's a barbarian.
Yes. God, yes.
He's 3 levels barbarian, the rest of the way fighter.
I love in Batman Bad Blood when like they're in the cave and like
Yeah.
Alfred's just like dodging and like boxing this guy. I'm just like, I love Alfred. I love him so much.
Look,
He's jealous.
Alfred's a good
Like the fact that
character.
like in the Public Enemy story when like Batman's carrying a shot Superman like
Oh
through
God,
the-
yes, that part.
or like carrying through the sewers and like you just see Alfred down there with a shotgun and he's just because he's the line of defense.
It's like an old guy with a shotgun. That's what you have protecting your cave. You just see Batman. You have a dog.
Also, you're not getting it. Alfred will shoot you on sight.
Yes, he will.
Sir, there's a corpse, and I know, sir, that you vowed never to kill, but I did not. And there's a corpse in the sewers. The killer croc, as you call him, I shot him 32 times. He is not moving. He never will again.
All right.
Marvel or DC?
Why not both?
Well,
That's
of course,
fair.
why not both? But like, I mean, they both do things.
I grew up on DC. DC holds a special place in my heart.
I mean,
Dark Horse.
DC to me has screwed up too many movies opportunities.
It depends.
That's
Movies
WB.
like live action or animated, because
Well,
animated
yes,
movies
but-
is
Yeah.
really good.
I mean,
A Marvel live action, way better.
Yeah.
I don't
The,
know.
I love
got some good
the
ones.
DC animated stuff. It's phenomenal. I feel like it always has been.
I-
But
I think
I'm not.
DC's live action bad movies are like worse than any of Marvel's bad movies,
Mhm.
which
That's
is
fair.
why people probably put on them more. But like, I mean, Wonder Woman's amazing, Shazam's great, Birds
Yeah.
of Prey, The Suicide Squad, not Suicide Squad.
Suicide
But
Squad
you
is
watch a review tomorrow?
amazing.
The first one?
Yes.
No, sir.
Yes.
Negative, Ghost
Okay,
Rider.
no. So I watched it off the basis that it
Speaking of
is. I watched it off the basis that it is a comic book movie, not that it is a DC movie. And I liked it as a comic book movie. Yeah.
We've got DC for animation, Marvel for live action. I can agree with that.
That's usually how it
Yeah,
goes.
that's usually how it goes.
Although DC did make my favorite character of all comics,
Okay. We have not had this question before.
John
Can
Constantine.
you explain how leveling works in Dungeons and Dragons? Does your party just pick what level to play at? Normally, when you start the game, if it's a module, there's a set one, or if it's a homebrew, the DM will say, "Hey guys, we're starting at this level." I usually start on or around 3rd to 5th level because that lets you access your class features. And then you have what is called experience leveling, which again, modules usually have it set to where, hey, at this point they level up, or so much experience levels you up. I like milestone, which is where as I'm telling the story, okay, this is a big moment, like this is a big moment. So you may level up after this or
If
something.
we
What
survive.
doesn't kill us will make us stronger.
See, that's why I like milestone leveling a little bit better.
Someone, wizard, cast fly on the dinosaur.
Favorite hero of DC and Marvel? Who's your favorite DC and Marvel hero?
DC and Marvel?
DC, John Constantine. Marvel, Iron Man.
DC would have to be the codpiece. No.
What?
Yeah, go look at the codpiece sometime. It's great.
That's great. That's a good one.
I feel like just on the name alone, I would refuse.
Actually, my favorite DC hero is probably the Question. I love the Question.
There's an obscure reference.
As for Marvel, the Sentry.
There's an obscure reference. There's those.
I'm simple. For Marvel, it would be Moon Knight.
Okay, I love it.
And for DC, on a technicality, Lucifer.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got put into it.
Oh,
Yep.
Lucifer Morningstar, yes.
Yep. Crazy Quilt. Oh wow, Crazy Quilt. There's an even.
I'm probably going to catch flack for this, but DC, I'm a Superman fanboy.
That's right. I grew up with him as well. He was my favorite.
Superman's my boy. When it comes to Marvel, though, Ghost Rider.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I do like true to form Ghost Rider.
No,
True to form.
no pun
Ghost Rider.
intended. If you don't like Superman, that's a red flag for me.
Yeah.
No
You
pun.
podcast guys might want to look into the comic book of Microface.
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 If we're
It's
doing
a
that, I've
superhero who had the power of microphones and sound.
I've got a whole
Wait,
bunch
Oh,
of,
that's really
there's
Opinion
Dark
on Moon Knight
Man,
was-
there's
yes, it was
there's
amazing.
Meteor Man. I've got a whole list of these.
Marvel for me was always, which specifically would be X-Men, was always Colossus.
I knew I liked you.
That
I
was-
knew I liked you, Ricky. I knew I liked you.
My
But
my
here's
favorite
the thing.
X-Men is Nightcrawler myself.
In
Nightcrawler
I
was
forget
a
which
Yeah.
X-Men. I think it was the third X-Men movie. Like you had the perfect opportunity because you had freaking Juggernaut and you had Colossus in the same movie, and they stared at each other and ran in different fucking directions. And I was just like, me and my brother both. We were like, how do you fuck this up?
Yeah.
Look,
Hey, Deadpool 2 fixed that.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Every time in the comics Juggernaut showed up, they literally just would look to Colossus and go, "He's yours."
Yeah, yeah.
Because he was the only one who could stand up to Marco.
Yeah.
Because I think Marco was not a mutant. Marco got his powers from magic.
Yep.
DC,
Which is why
I
Leech shouldn't
don't
have
really know
worked.
that I have a favorite.
That's
Which
fair.
is why Leech should
Like-
not have worked.
That's fair.
Probably
Because
Batman?
Leech drains powers
See,
from
like,
mutants.
I was gonna say, like, I think mine is probably the most
Perhaps they
basic
changed it for the
of answers, and
Yeah,
that
they
my
need
favorite
to
Marvel
do-
is Spider-Man,
Oh,
favorite
which is
DC is
correct.
Batman. But
Marco,
one, both heroes have
It's his
the
powers from
best
a
rogues
gem in his
galleries.
They do.
Yes.
They do.
The
His
best.
magic abilities from a
And
god.
two, like, they're
So
those
Leech's
characters
powers
I think
never
are just
worked.
the pinnacle
Because
of
Leech's powers
heroes should be.
is the one kid
I mean,
that.
and
when
everybody knows who
Leech
they are.
reached out
Batman's
for
very
him,
much tied for
and he started
Superman
turning
because
green again.
I grew up with Smallville and I love.
Oh,
So,
God, yeah.
Batman is
That's
more really of
I
an
don't
anti-hero
think of
than
Rogue.
he is an
Rogue's not
actual
like
hero.
Because
I mean,
because
he'll-
around Leech is
I mean,
literally
he more
an
so
aura that
raises
shuts down the
truer heroes like
DNA.
Nightwing is a better Batman
So,
and hero than
Marco,
Bruce Wayne will ever
the
be.
Juggernaut,
But Bruce
running
Wayne,
down,
like he's
never worked.
he's gone through the shit and he's trying,
hitting the
Yeah.
wall and
and
knocking
he's
himself out,
the
but
father
never
to all
worked.
those people.
Yeah.
And they,
Like,
those are some compelling.
He's on the wall.
Dick Grayson is the better hero, and I think Tim Drake is a better detective.
Oh, Tim Drake is amazing.
And
Someone said,
fuck Jason Todd.
Someone said,
Fuck Jason.
Well, I mean, that's what the comic books did first, so.
someone said fave X-Men, and
Colossus.
Nightcrawler.
so I got my. I love Beast only really in the animated series and the live action because I love Kelsey Grammer.
Yeah.
But besides that, it's Gambit. I love Gambit.
I always forget about Gambit because I always put him in his own. I always put him in his own category.
Because he has gone off away from the X-Men several times.
Yeah. Also, just I really like him. Otherwise, it's Nightcrawler is the one I always say, but like because of course I love Gambit.
Yeah, I
It's unfair to compare Gambit
Yeah,
to everybody
Gambit's
else.
just kind of in his own thing. People who, I feel like if you don't like Gambit, you should
Come on.
So,
probably seek
I mean,
therapy.
I mean,
Jack.
he's willing to die in order to kiss Rogue. Sane. That Southern Belle can stab me in the face, and I'll say thank you.
No, first you'll say I'm sorry, and then thank you.
Please, ma'am, may I have another?
So I am completely biased on my answer because of name. My answer is Storm, because that's also my name.
Your name's Aurora Monroe?
From Halle Berry?
Ladies and gentlemen, I have received a divine oracle from on high. I believe Funky Dirk is on the way.
Hey.
What?
He is hopping into the car right now, so about 20, 30 minutes he'll be here.
Okay.
He can pick up the
Time for us to
pieces.
die. Yay.
No, look, I the only cleric spell I grabbed was Spare the Dying for this very reason.
He said he'll be
So
here.
I hope I don't die
And it
first.
didn't work. Oh, you can't cast Spare the Dying while you're dying.
I know, that's what I mean. I hope I don't die, because I can cast it on
Don't
y'all.
worry, you guys are not going into this without some aid. Hemlock's not entirely, helpful.
Dead?
I mean, you guys wouldn't realize
He's
it,
bloody.
but Hemlock's a bad motherfucker.
Someone had said, what do you think of the theory that
And-
Batman is actually insane? Oh, there's no
He is
theory.
absolutely
He's an
insane.
insane man. No.
Oh,
But the
what-
theory about like
oh.
he lives in Arkham and everything else.
It's a
yeah.
fun Elseworlds
Oh.
story, but I mean,
have
it's
y'all read Batman Metal, or was it called?
the Dark Knights of Steel?
Yeah.
I have not
Yeah.
yet. It looks
Like-
cool, but I have not
I
done it.
actually have Batman Metal.
Also,
which
real
is
quick,
the whole collection of that thing.
I called dibs on Hemlock's
I-
armor. If he doesn't make it,
I need one for myself. You went,
I can't equip it.
I
Oh,
can
yeah, I
do
have to keep
whatever
one.
I want to, sir.
wait,
I will
what?
just do everything at disadvantage. That is okay.
You
Wait,
can
what?
take feats to not have disadvantage.
Correct.
Take
Wait,
I
what?
won't, but I'm
But you
still.
could, it's an option.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
I said I called in case Hemlock doesn't make it. I call dibs on his armor.
And I said, but you can't wear armor. You said, I will do everything at disadvantage. I don't care.
No, see, here's the thing. Grim gets first dibs, because Grim is now apparently dead.
Well, it depends on the armor. It's heavy armor. Can you do
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I thought you could only do
No, it's
medium
only up
armor.
to medium.
Yeah,
Oh.
medium.
But then again, if it's that good,
Oh, he could.
What?
He could. He's a fighter.
I'm not gonna wear that. It's gonna slow me down. I'm gonna run up there and. Yeah, I wonder if this
See?
dragon's ever been shanked.
I'm gonna do something
Alright,
no
sure,
one's
big fucker.
expecting.
Something sane?
Yeah, pull out a gun. Everyone forgot I had it.
No, I didn't forget.
I did.
Moffat.
Yes.
The extra attack or the action surge that
Yeah.
can only happen once.
Correct. Once per long rest. I think it's, but as you go up, you get additional abilities on it.
Right. But add one action to the regular action, so just the one.
But basically, what happens is you use your full action, then you go action surge, you get your action bonus action. You get an additional entire new
I will
action.
get a
When it comes to-
No, it's just the
It's
action.
just action.
Well, when it
It's
comes
just
to
action.
extra attacks and stuff, is each of those considered one action?
So
One
when
action
you take
or-
the attack action,
Yes.
if you have extra attacks, you get especially it's one action, but when you take the attack action, you get your extra.
So if I do action and then extra, if I do my attack action and do 2 attacks, if I then do action surge, I then do 2 more.
Yeah.
Correct.
yeah.
Okay.
I thought. Look, it's been a while since we had to use action.
It's
surge.
been a while.
You get a second bonus
You want me to
action.
say? Okay.
You just get your regular attack action.
Okay. Go. All right.
What if you didn't use the bonus action?
You still have it available.
Yeah, you
still
still
have
Yeah,
it
it's still available.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to make sure how many times I can attack.
Technically,
A bunch.
if you dual wield, that would give you 5 attacks.
You're a partner fighter. Your job is to bunk and bunk a lot.
Like I
As far as the what?
Bonk.
To bunk.
Bonk. Okay.
Is there a D&D video game?
There are multiple.
Yeah,
There
Skyrim.
are
Neverwinter.
Neverwinter,
There are
Baldur's
lots of
Gate.
there are lots.
Video
Most of them are like
games.
old computer-based, PC-based games.
There was the Baldur's Gate,
I
Dark
remember
Alliance
the
games
old-
back on
Which
the old
CD game.
which those were
PlayStation
good.
2.
Those
It's
and
on Steam.
I mean, now
For
what,
free.
now what does that mean? It's a D&D video game, just set in
My
like
kids
the
would never
world of
see it.
D&D?
Yes, it's set in Skyrim. It's got a feel.
No,
of
what you do is
a
you get them
role-playing
hooked as
game
well.
to it, but
That
it's
way
not
you
like
all see each
true
other.
rolling dice type stuff.
Never.
I had
Yeah.
Now,
brief
the old
episode 2 years ago.
Neverwinter's Nights
Where I
games,
discovered-
That's
they did have
Um,
dice rolls, and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Baldur's Gate 3 has dice rolls.
Beholder, huh?
Baldur's Gate 3 has dice rolls, skills.
Yes.
You love it's
Right.
built on.
Now,
fifth
Neverwinter Online is not,
No, it's not.
It's not.
and
It's fun, but it's not the same.
right.
Oh, okay.
Don't. You're in the world, but don't expect Dungeons and Dragons mechanics.
No, don't.
Until he can bump the air. Now it's a little warm in here.
Oh, it's been warm in here since
Well, yeah,
I
there's
got
a
here.
dragon.
I was burning
But yeah,
whenever we
there's
sat down. to
Baldur's
start.
Gate 2, Shadows of which
Right.
I actually have the PS4 port of those.
Oh, nice.
Baldur's Gate, Dark Alliance, and Dark Alliance 2. There was going to be a Dark Alliance 3, but Black Isle went bankrupt.
Also, in the vein of Baldur's Gate and Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, there was the EverQuest put out, I think, 2 games using that
Two of
same
them.
system. It was Champions of Norath and something else.
Those were
Yeah,
so good.
those were
Yeah.
fun.
There is also, it's not Faeterra and it's not Dungeons and Dragons TM. It's Solasta, Crown of the Magister.
Yeah.
That's using the open game license. So it's very similar to 5th edition.
Okay. As we
Good.
take our last, any final few questions for us before we?
Actual
Any
DP.
requests?
Say for EverQuest?
The good old Commodore 64. All right.
Commodore 64.
So, as we now
with
come
actual
back
floppy
into the game, everyone, please roll initiatives.
I'm there. Already did.
I mean, I'll do it again. 'Cause I don't remember what my role was.
Oh no, I know exactly
I'm
what my
still
role
sitting on
was.
it.
I don't.
Same.
remember what my
All
role
right.
was.
I've got to. Let me see
I
here.
know what I wrote. I wrote a natural two. No, I didn't.
You rolled a nat 20 for a 0.
Amazing.
I'm still here. Yeah.
Did you say for a 0?
He's not the Messiah.
Only
He's
the
a
true,
very naughty boy.
All right.
I'm not the Messiah. Only the true Messiah would deny his divinity.
Fine, I am the Messiah.
Fine, I am the Messiah. Yeah.
The Messiah.
Fuck off.
All right.
How shall we look up, my lord? I didn't say a word for 18 years till he came along. He is the Messiah.
Watch me with the city and listening.
We have nothing to eat out here. Oh, I didn't bring you out here.
All right. So, Kieran.
21.
Lovely.
That's 21 right there. That is.
Montel.
1.
I just realized that this is my first fight.
You don't have a plus to your initiative?
I do. I rolled a natural 1.
You still add to.
That's still an 8.
Okay.
That's still a 9. I thought initiative, if you get a natural 1, you still go last.
No. You, that's well, so. You
Okay, I was thinking of someone else.
as your initiative
Nine.
modifier. You have a plus 8 to initiative.
Oh wait, no. I'm looking at Bard stuff still.
Well, your stats, your base stats are still the same.
7.
So 7. Okay.
No. Because Bards add their
Okay,
dexterity,
I got you.
part of their proficiency
Okay.
in as well.
All right. Montel, if that's not correct, by next time you will be dead.
Again.
I'm kidding. Fenrir.
8.
We'll get you in a moment.
Well, I thought.
Ricardo.
Roll.
3.
And Finnegan.
13.
We were rolling fantastic for initiative here.
Really? Because it seems it's not.
What did he get? 30?
We averaged out to what, like a 10?
All right.
Probably.
So,
21 bounce out the rest of us.
with a 19, Hemlock
Ooh.
goes first.
Okay.
The night
Goes first?
Yeah. I'm sorry, Kieran, you have the 21. Forgive me.
I do.
I looked down and saw 12. I'm sorry, so Kieran, 21.
12?
Then Hemlock. Then Grafsk. So that's that. Then we have Finnegan.
I'm surrounded by everyone's pets.
Yeah, even your own.
Your pet.
Then we have Montel.
Yeah. I was leaning towards that joke too. I was leaning towards that joke.
And we both were on it.
And Finriel. Cara. Actually, I gotta get me roll for Roll for Elrond, or sorry, for Sondrin.
Rokara, I have a question. Did you use any of my arrows while I was gone?
I gave you back one fire, something Drake arrow.
It was a lightning drake.
Lightning Drake arrow.
I have one Drake fire, and that's it. That's the only.
No,
you used the only other Drake arrows.
I used one.
Correction.
I did not use it though. I gave it
With a
back.
natural 20, making you 23.
Okay, so you have two.
Elrond goes first.
And you have the slaying arrow and the homing arrow.
I still have my 2 slaying arrows.
2 slaying arrows and you have the homing arrow.
That's what I thought.
Montel, Fenriel, Rokara,
And
and then we'll add Grim in as accordingly.
No, you should
That's
be
what I
above
didn't
me.
even know.
Yep. You should be above me. I had
So-
7, you had an 8, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so sorry. Montel,
8,
Fenriel,
7.
then Montel. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Hold on.
So, with that, first comes Elrond. I know what he's going to do. As he slides, he rushes to Grim, basically like, skittering onto his knees. Looks up, he's just all of that's flaring. Like, shit, the stuff. You watch as he makes his roll at a proficiency. That's a leaner. It's a 19. So, his action, you watch, he kind of begins to crush and pour things in. So he just open his mouth, and that's his turn.
That's going to be mine.
Yeah. So Kieran, you're up.
Just gonna jab a needle into your Pulp Fiction style. All right. First, it feels so good to say. I cast Hunter's Mark
You got it.
on this big fucker.
Look, he's got a news ring.
One of my characters created him. I'm going to kill him. No. And then I would like to make my first attack.
All right. Move to him and make your attack, sir.
Well, I think I can hit him from my distance, can I?
Yeah, you can.
That's a natural 19, which is a critical.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Very cool.
I'll do it next time. I was gonna say this was with the arrow slaying.
Okay.
But that was something that big.
Yeah.
It needs to be set
That-
beforehand.
yes, that
so I
is.
will. This will just be a regular.
Okay.
Now, do I need before I do it? Do I need to say the effects of a storm dragon before I do
So
it?
you have to give the charges to.
Yeah.
Easy there, big man.
Storm dragon.
Sure. All right.
But I don't have to.
Round brother.
If it would have thundered, I was leaving.
All right. So that's anyway. That's a net. So that's a critical
Say when.
win. Oh shit! What?
Damage.
Oh shoot! All right. So this is gonna be
Oh god, so
This is going to be the dragons. So we can
5, 9, 11.
Okay. Damage is not doubled. However, he needs to make a strength saving throw. Yeah. Roll an additional D8 of damage.
5.
Okay. So you basically, as you attacked, he brought his front paw up to block. And basically just pierced through it. Had he failed the strength check, it would have had to take an additional D8 of damage each turn until he pulled it out. On the pass, he basically just rips it out the first time, taking only one additional point of D8 of damage.
Okay.
How much was the 8 again?
5.
5. Okay, 16. All right.
Right. This one, I'm going to do with one of the arrows of slaying.
Okay.
No. Do it again.
Actually, let me use
Do it again.
Kieran's die. Let's see. It's going to be a 26.
We'll hit.
Okay.
Nice. So by the way, I have a rule as we're getting to the higher levels. If you have 3 attacks, and you nat 20 every 3 attacks, unless it's some specific big bad creature, I will give you an insta kill on it.
Ooh.
Because at 3 nat 20s, you have broken the mathematical laws.
Yeah, that's true.
In 15 years of dungeon mastering, I've seen it happen one time.
So it needs to make
So
a Constitution saving throw.
Con saving throw. That is a total of a 17.
I remember it because
Give me
it
the-
was the
give me
game
the-
I was running.
Okay.
Damn it!
Oh,
He's got a +10 to his con.
dang it.
So does it just
Right.
do nothing?
What is it?
It says on a fail it takes 6d10 damage, but I guess on passing it does nothing.
Does nothing, correct, yeah.
Alright, that's fine. That's fine. This is fine. The damage that I do though it's gonna be 14 20.
Okay.
Are you adding your hunter's mark damage?
I am.
I forget everything.
Hey, Grim, don't forget your.
Oh.
There's my brutal crit for you.
I was gonna say berserk damage, but it's actually rage damage. So.
I'll do another one.
Okay.
Another shot at him. And let's put in.
I thought they would use your 2 attacks.
That's your 2 attacks. Are you calling me?
No.
Are you doing action surge or?
No.
No.
Because as a rogue.
No.
No, not a rogue. I'm a ranger.
Are you a rogue too? Oh god, the long con.
So
Great weapon.
I have five levels in ranger, 5 in.
Or in
So at 5th level of ranger, I got an extra attack.
Okay, those don't stack. Those do not stack.
No.
No.
No, it does not.
So
I had to look that up myself. Extra attacks via class features do not stack like that.
So when I got my 5th level of ranger, and then I took 5 levels, and when I got to my 10th level, I got nothing.
No, if the same class gives you them, yes, but the 2 different classes don't stack.
I don't think I understand.
Okay, so if one class gives you extra attack, even if you max out that second class, you're still only getting that first class extra attack.
Okay.
They don't stagger stack like that.
Okay. So when I reached 5th level fighter, I didn't get anything.
You did not get the extra attack, correct?
Well, that's
Now, what I do to offset
That's
that,
silly.
personally, I give a feat.
okay.
I would you have taken a feat instead.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just look into that later.
Yeah, that's my homebrew rule because I have had things like that where instead, if you want something, I'll give
If
you
you
a free
continue going in fighter and get a third
attack,
attack,
now that will stack, yes.
then you would get 3 attacks.
It's a class by class basis
Okay. Well,
because otherwise paladins would just be stupid. Paladin fighter, let's do this.
I don't know what. Oh, there you go.
What do you mean? They already are.
Let me get rid of that then.
All right, so you only have the 2. All right, so anything else though?
What's your one action, sir?
I guess I could go ahead and do that.
You can do that. You can wait. You can.
Yeah, let me go ahead and do that. So,
Surgeon. So now you will take 2 additional attacks. Because you're taking the attack action.
Okay.
So when you take the attack action, you get an extra attack.
okie doke. That's gonna be 23.
Want to do a hit?
Okay. That's gonna be 17.
17 points of damage. How do you want to know?
Physical features change. Health points do not.
And, okay, and then I guess I'll do the other one. All right.
Anything special this
And he
one
would do the whole
fire?
thing.
This one I'll do what I was going to do a second ago, and I'll put 3 charges of the Storm Dragon into it.
All right.
Hopefully this will hit. Jesus loves me, this I know. I'm going to hell.
Okay. With Kieran, next is Hemlock's turn. So you see Hemlock is beaten and battered. As he's just kind of standing there, he goes, well, first let's make this a fair fight. As a bonus action, you see him reach into his pack, and he pulls out a glass, like a glass container. You see him look at you, Montel, and gives you a wink as he opens it, and you smell Arabican coffee. As a bonus action, He does just chug this hot coffee straight down. He is brought back to full HP. He is restored in his spell slots. As an action, he raises his hand and goes, let's get some tactical advantage. And he casts Summon Greater Steed. As you now realize, Hemlock is a paladin.
As you guys now realize.
As you, yeah.
Hemlock is a paladin.
I'm not realizing anything. I'm comatose outside.
Alright, so his action was to cast Summon Fighter Steed. He moves that spell slot. That is his turn. Actually,
no movement?
He'll move. He will. I don't have the thing. I don't have a big enough flat space to put him on. So he will take off and move to here in the air on this thing. I don't think I did. Shit. All right.
Now
So-
we can do 180 flanking.
The dragon is going to use a lizard action to detect Hemlock. He knows Hemlock is there. With that, it's his turn. He is going. I mean, that's the biggest thing here. So, 10. Actually,
They're gonna,
Nah, run away, eh?
Actually, no. You watch it as he moves from here, flying up to here, which he will provoke an attack from Hemlock. Because Hemlock is in the air above.
What about the hand?
Actually, your hand is also there. Yes.
There is a hand over
We
there.
have the hand.
That doesn't count.
Well, I'm going to say no. You actually your hand hit him, so he'll be over here as well. So I will provoke an attack from the hand as well.
Go, Patrick hand.
Hemlock's going to need plus 13 to hit. That's going to hit him. Let's see here. So Hemlock is swinging with a great sword currently. Not great. 10 points of damage. What is the hand?
16.
Will miss. Okay. With that, then now he lands there, and I need everyone within that line to make me
Dexterity?
a Constitution saving throw.
Because dragons breathe poison. Poison.
Could be anything. Strangulation, suffocation,
That's terrible.
yeah, it's cocked.
So we'll go one at a time. Finnegan,
10.
56 points of poison damage.
Oh!
16.
16, 56 points of poison damage.
I'm dead!
Sorry, you're not there.
I've already taken the damage.
Alright, let me
Even with halfling lucky?
You get to,
You reroll that one, my friend.
I'll take that 56.
Okay. The thing is, that takes its turn to do that. It does not get the rest of its attacks. And it has to roll a 5 or a 6 to recharge that.
I need to see something really quick.
Alright.
I mean, you can continue, but
Okay.
I just went from 100 to 44.
Alright, so.
Lucky, I just went from 83
Lucky.
to 27.
Alright, so, actually, Finnegan, it is your turn now.
I'm trying to see if any of these spells I cast were abjuration.
By the way, for your two information, it is approximately, from where you're at to the stairs, to the top of the stairs, it's approximately 60 feet.
Okay,
So either
so
dashing or 2 rounds will get you there.
shit.
Just long shot it.
I have to make
As long as I can see it.
concentration check.
I mean,
Concentration check.
Of how much damage?
Let's see, half of 56,
28.
28.
Okay, I failed
Okay.
because I'm not even gonna roll that. Well,
You couldn't on a nat 20 is considered a success.
okay, I'll give it a shot. What do I want to roll?
Orange.
Which orange? This one?
Yeah.
That is. Oh my
Are you
god.
shitting me?
That's
Oh!
so close yet so far.
You dead?
19.
19.
Wait.
The +1 from the saves.
So I mean, it's a 21.
Yeah.
But I'm getting a little meta here.
Okay.
Hemlock is a paladin.
Yes. You were with, well,
Am I in range?
hang on now. Let me count. It's 30 feet, I believe, at this point. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. You are, no, 30 feet is here. So you guys are outside of that safe range.
Okay, so the hand drops and my fly spell drops.
All right. Now your turn, Finnegan.
Finnegan is gonna be like, shit!
Finnegan, as a free action, roll me an Arcana check.
24.
Because you're currently, you always have the goggles. I forgot to bring your miniature. You always have your goggles on, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
On that, you can see that while this is a similar spell to whatever the effect was, gave him the physical aspect of a dragon, he does not have its magical aspects. He cannot cast spells.
Okay. Alright. So.
But after that poison breath, you don't think he needs it.
Don't give a shit. So.
Where's the soundbar? I've loaded a place of music, but I don't know what the soundbar is.
The soundbar is under the table.
It's the final
Well, it is. Okay. Never mind.
And here this whole time I thought Finnegan was playing footsie with me.
No, big boy. That was me.
I have incredibly long legs. Brad. Halfling.
Go on.
No, seriously.
I guess I didn't do the bruise easily.
ETA 10 minutes for how long?
Okay.
Q.
Good, we're gonna need him.
I am going to cast.
We'll need to bring in a chair when he comes in.
Yeah, he will.
Do you want me to go fetch one?
Yes,
Since
please.
I'm not
Yes, please.
I'm going to cast Blink on myself.
On yourself. Okay. Where you going?
Well, I have to roll at the end of the turn.
Okay.
It lasts for 1 minute, does not require concentration. And I'm going to. I can't reach.
Okay.
Run towards Hemlock. 25 feet.
25?
Yep.
All right, so you're now within his 30 feet?
Yep. And that's going to end my turn for the time being.
All right.
And I will roll. I have to roll a d20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we say the feat that I would have had with a sharpshooter?
Yeah, we'll give you that one.
All right. So that's an 11.
Okay.
Roll a d20 at the end of each of my turns for the duration of the spell. On a roll of 11 or higher, I vanish from the current plane of existence and appear in the ethereal plane.
The ethereal plane.
He's just dipping.
Okay.
At the start of my next turn, and when the spell ends, if I'm on the ethereal plane, I return to an unoccupied space of my choice that I can see within 10 feet of the space that I vanished from.
Oh, I have the invisible nature.
No, you don't
Hey,
worry
we're
about
about-
it. Okay. I'll just know you guys don't see me.
Yeah, with that,
You guys are like, oh,
Finnegan disappears.
Finnegan just.
Okay, but this is a common occurrence. We're not worried.
Well, it's very true. All right.
All right. After Finnegan, we have Finria.
Going to open Grimm's mouth and tilt his jaw appropriately.
All right. As you hold that, as you watch as Elrond basically takes, and when he removes the stopper from this, it is a stout concoction. He's like, this is not going to be pleasant. Sorry, big guy. And you just, like, you see him put the whole thing in, lock Grimm's jaw, and tilt back. Grimm, roll me a Constitution saving throw with advantage.
Watch as I net one, both of these
No,
guys.
don't say that.
Fuck. With advantage, this is great. Or at least get to have proficiency to it. So it's a 15.
15. That is the DC. With that, on that roll, Grimm, Finrio, you see Grimm's body suddenly arch, As
Looks
like
like
I've seen this
tennis.
before.
yeah, you watch somewhere in the ethereal realm, you just shivered at the memory of an oak table.
Montel shivers at the memory of an oak table
So
too.
hang on, Sorter is going to roll
Hobby
a
table, sir.
as a base of 17 for the string check. He's like you see, he's come on, got all of it, big brother. Come on, it's not great, I know. On that Finreal, you know that as Elrond goes, go up there, I've got him.
Nod, get up.
All right. So using your 4 action to dash, you will get right here. If you will.
Can I see the dragon before getting the whole way there?
Yes, because what happens when the dragon erupted, it was tall, just tall enough that only when it stood up, it cracked the entire top dome. So you can see it kind of like almost a nest type feature. You see it's out there slowly kind of like moving around. You see a griffin flying in the air.
If I can see it, having only moved 30 feet,
Okay.
I will shoot it from where I'm at.
That is a possible shot for you, yeah.
Because would helping with that.
That'll be a
use my
bonus. You're helping him, I
action?
call it a bonus action. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't forget Seth. Bring him up.
Yes.
He'll follow. I'll let him follow the free action.
So I'll draw my bow
Okay.
and whisper the phrase
You got
to
yes.
give disadvantage,
The bow shimmers.
and makes me not have long distance issues.
Is that a bonus action to do that?
Nope,
That's a free action.
it's a free action.
It's the ability of the
Because
bow.
it's a talking.
It's
I've already used my
bow.
bonus action to help with him.
Okay.
That's why I asked. I was going to Hunter's Mark for that
Yeah.
mistake.
Come on, Finreal.
That is a 20 to hit.
20 hits.
Fucking hope so.
20 just
So
barely
that
hits.
is a D8 plus
Because your 19 became a crit, which is why yours hit.
3d6.
Well, it was a natural 19.
Not
as
yet,
well.
yeah,
Would
yeah.
have gotten on the bonfires.
Very good.
33 damage.
33 damage. Very nice. Very nice. Okay.
And the second arrow
All right.
out, but it's the 17, so it's going to be
Higher.
4 to hit.
Hits, yep.
12, 15, 16, 17, 27, 29, 30, 33 damage.
33 damage. Finrail, you're used to moving in and amongst trees and limbs, having to like re-gauge, pop up from fire. So with no issue, as you're running, you pull 2 arrows. First one, fat. Second one, fat. And just watch they dig right into his neck, just roaring. On top, you see 2 familiar arrow feathers just suddenly. All right. Anything else?
That's it.
Montel, it is your turn.
I turn away from the dragon and go to him. And I cast Spare the Dying.
Beautiful. Because yeah, that when that hit, he failed at the death save. So
Who was that?
That is the city marshal.
Oh.
Yeah. So, well, I was planning on doing this
So,
anyway.
so you cast for the dying on him. Okay. He
Uh,
is,
So that would be.
ladies and gentlemen, I foresee an Elrond.
He's here!
Yes.
Greetings, my friend.
Alright, I need a quick rundown. Who turned into a dragon? I've only been able to catch pieces.
The day commander, Gravis.
We're fighting a
Oh,
dragon!
that makes this plan a whole lot
This is
better.
what I was contemplating and didn't do yet.
Ah, okay. No, he was about to kill the city marshal.
I think.
They rushed in, knocked him off. As he stood, he said, "I bet you wish you had killed me." And would respond with, "And I wish I had the form to kill all of you." The card flared that
Was a wish spell.
was a wish, yeah. You just said,
Well,
Elrond,
And he wouldn't let me counterspell.
Well, technically, because it came from the card, it wasn't exactly a spell.
Exactly.
Okay.
We have that discussion.
Which means if you get it, I cannot counterspell you.
10, 15, 20.
So where am I right now?
You're
You're over
currently
here.
you currently have a headlock on Grim, I've just finished
Okay, I
pouring
heard
the,
that much.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You just finished pouring the antidote into his
like
mouth.
slide me right in, like kind of on the side of him. I'm going to try to get around him so I can try to move him out.
Oh, okay.
Because
You're 60
I'm
feet
not
away.
supposed to be a fighter.
Gotcha. All right.
I'm a rogue, not a fighter.
And I just took 56 points of
Like
damage.
60 feet upstairs and into the other room.
Yeah, it's 60 feet all the way up. So 30 feet
Yes,
to the
yes, yes.
stairs, 30 feet to the top.
I'm at 27.
So you're about 30, 40 feet over
But
the.
am I able to see all this?
Oh yeah, he cracked the
Okay.
room. He cracked the room.
Okay, that's all I
You
need.
can see him, you can't see us.
However, on your turn for your bonus action, I'm gonna have to DM overrule. You will have to give that up for something to finish. To finish
I have
this.
no problem giving a bonus action.
Okay, to finish this. All right, Montel, roll me a strength check. To start.
I can't move yet.
Okay,
That's my full 30
gotcha.
feet.
Okay, cool.
Oh wait, actually, can I move him if I dash with bonus action? Or would it be my bonus action trying?
I'll let you move if you dash the bonus.
Okay. So you said strength?
Yes. I mean, you're over encumbered, so it's half speed, but still.
That's a 7.
You can't. He's wearing plate armor. He is a dwarf.
It's the table all over again.
Exactly. All right. Anything else?
That's
right.
That's action bonus
By the
action.
way, I'll give you this free. Over here in the corner, there is like a little alcove that's behind solid stone.
Cool.
It's within 20 feet of you.
Cool.
Rakara, you're up with Elron on deck.
Okay, am I within?
He landed. He is with you. Were within 10 feet of him.
I was trying to get like 20 feet so I could park.
You can attempt to back up. He does have reach on you, though.
Dang it.
That'd just be a simple claw attack.
I'm just gonna come in to attack.
All right, you move up. These two huge-sized creatures going at it. One an emerald sheen triceratops, the other a deep green dragon.
You know, I should have prepared.
What'd you turn? I was hiding behind you. I'm just a giraffe.
I mean,
Don't shit
yeah,
on me.
because I got the T-Rex.
Huh?
Did you say a giraffe?
I said I'm at his ass.
It's
a giraffe.
24 to hit.
Hit.
Okay. And that is 4d8.
Don't mess with me. I cause this situation.
Oh.
Ooh. Ooh.
Two damage.
16.
Nice.
Plus,
Oh. 27.
27 plus 6.
So 27,
33. Yep, 33.
33.
And that's my turn.
Okay.
I cast blink, so right now.
All right.
like,
So
broken.
at the end of your turn, Rakara, he's going to use a legendary action
Mm-hmm.
and make a tail attack against you.
It's pretty appropriate considering the ring that he gave me. The hold.
He gave you a ring? Congratulations. I knew someone was gonna get married. I thought it was these two, but you know.
He did give me a ring.
That's fair.
It lets me talk to you though. So.
Hey.
What else
The
was
good,
you talking
you gotta
about?
take the good and the bad with it.
He
Okay.
is the preacher.
I did offer to do ceremonies.
It is.
True, true.
Rakara, does a 17 hit you?
Yep.
Okay. That is going to be 2d8 plus 6 points of damage.
It's his turn?
Legendary action.
Oh, that is awesome.
Legendary action.
19 points of bludgeoning damage as that tail wham slams into your hide.
Looking kind of rough.
All right, Rakara, Elrond, it is your turn. Right now, you have given him the poultice. You know that it takes time, and time you do not have. However, you've got a barbarian. You know what it takes to put him to that point where his body kicks into overdrive. As a bonus action, you draw your blade and you just stare down at him. Sorry, big guy.
Aw. I was gonna flick him in the nuts.
That'll work too. That'll work too.
No, do it! No.
That might be more damage. Hold on.
Literally, so you're like, as you first come to the ring for you, no, this is serious, and you switch to the middle finger. Grimrock Grizzlebrand, roll me a Constitution saving throw. Just a straight saving
Just
throw.
straight scissors, okay.
There.
Natural 20.
Wake the fuck up.
Yeah, as you do that, your eyes come up. No bonus action needed, Grim. You are raging. Roll me your initiative to get in this fight, sir.
Oh, I get initiative. I get a advantage on initiative. That's
That's
cocked.
cocked. That's cocked.
That's way better than the other one. The other one was in that one. So that's going to be a 13.
13, I believe that puts you after Gravis and right before Finnegan. All right. Does he have the higher? Do you have the higher deck? What's higher deck?
I have a 12.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Okay, so Finnegan, you go right after Finnegan.
You fast. Gotta go fast.
Well, currently, Finnegan, boop, he's not there.
We look over. He's there. We look back. He's gone.
But Grim, you wake up to a throbbing pain amongst your loins that you full on Undertaker just. Elron, hold me a deck saving throw.
And run.
That's a dirty 20.
Okay. Yeah, you do not get thrown, but as he comes up, you let him go, and you basically pull a Captain America and Avengers. You just look at him, Grim, and point.
Smash! Actually, it's all right, Grim. It's time to go, and I think we're gonna need some extra help. And he's gonna turn, walk 30 feet. So
Put down that child.
That's a good point of inspiration, man. You're gonna need that.
and he's
I
gonna
should have
say,
used one of my points of inspiration to keep those spells
But
up.
my turn comes up.
Okay.
Ravinia,
Yeah.
it's time to reap.
You're summoning Ravinia.
Yep. Using my 5th level spell. To Summon
Okay.
Ravinia.
Roll me a d20. Call it charisma.
It's 10 if it's charisma.
I know, right? First roll's great. Hey,
Actually, you're a cleric. Wisdom.
Oh, if that's wisdom. That's
Yeah.
going to be 14.
14. So, actually, no. Grim, around you, as you're slowly, everything begins to go deathly quiet. A cold chill slowly moves across moves across the courtyard. Grim, as someone who has been both dead and felt the embrace, and stood there and seen the great pilgrim, the great wanderer himself, you are allowed to see what is about to happen. A shadow passes over Sorndrin, and a single black crow's feather falls. Place where she'll be.
She's going to be
Well, about
20 feet in the air. About.
All right,
Let's fly this way.
I can do that.
I fought that bitch and got a war. She killed me 37 times.
I know, right? Why do you think I summoned her?
On Give Me God of War mode. Wasn't
Is
fun.
there any other way to play that game?
Yes, on easy.
The way I beat her.
No, I beat her on Give Me God of War. And then I woke up the house and I went,
She is being summoned in. Let me make sure I've got this right. In Avenger mode.
Okay.
Yeah. They have benefits depending on Defender or Avenger. So.
Okay, so 20 feet.
20
Be careful. There must be.
Every time we take this
By the
from you,
base,
doesn't
man. You pinch the base.
oh, she brought a plastic shelf with herself to stand on.
All
Right. So her
So
turn is.
from her position, it's about 10 feet up to the floor's edge.
She has perfect line of sight on him, right?
All right. Yep.
So her turn comes immediately after mine now.
Okay.
Because she summoned an Avenger, she has a ranged attack.
All right.
And she gets the number of attacks equal to half rounded down of the spell level. So she has 2 attacks.
Okay.
You can't kill me. I know, but she can.
I'm gonna guess that doesn't hit because that's a.
I will, if you
11.
wish, I will allow you to use your own inspiration for her.
I don't have it.
Okay.
We all came
So,
into this
11
fight
misses.
broke.
And I'm gonna guess 16 misses.
16
too,
also
sounds
misses,
of it.
yeah.
Okay.
From her position, it's just low enough that she can't reach up, and so it's hard hard for her to get to him.
But death is on the field.
Death is on the field. Okay.
I know. I felt it a second ago.
Actually, yeah, Kieran.
I was attacked.
By the way, actually, that's a fair point. Both you and Montel, you also, each of you felt this kind of cold, familiar shiver.
I did.
You did
He ain't
not.
died yet.
All right. Yeah. With that, Elrond is over. Kieran is up with Hemlock on deck.
They're back for me. My turn.
Oh no. Cheated death one too many times.
I'm going to
We still gotta
fire
talk about that.
with my
fine.
other arrow of slaying.
Okay.
Hopefully this one will hit.
Teo, because he is currently engaged with a fellow huge-sized creature that is taking his full attention, I'll give you advantage on the attack.
You're cruel but fair. Thank you. Let me use that inspiration. Oh wait.
You are a halfling. You can't re-roll that.
You're not much fucking better.
Make sure it rolls in your tray. I'll give you one more time.
That is a
That's a leaner.
He's literally sitting on the other dice.
Jeez,
Come
can I
on,
just
man.
roll this one? That's gonna be a.
You all right?
I rolled it and it was on a 13, and my finger like tapped it. And when I looked back down, it was on a 5.
No, it wasn't.
I watched it on the 13.
It was a 13. I can confirm it. It's a 13.
I just like the idea that God's like,
No.
you suck. So with the
I watched it happen, but if it was going to be on a 20, I wasn't going to say
Oh, yeah.
with the 13, it
Well, I saw the
brings it to
13.
brings it to a 23.
23 will hit.
So Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Oh God, guys, pray.
He gets a +10 to his con.
You rolled a 2.
I rolled a 3. 13.
Oh, so close.
What's
Okay.
the damage, sir?
It's gonna be. Let's go ahead and pump Colossus Slayer in there.
Okay.
So the initial damage is let's see, it's 10, 15, 21.
21.
That's the initial. And then 10, 6d10.
Okay.
Which will be.
I will let you know, even if you max, you cannot kill him, but you're about to hurt him bad.
Well, that's fine. I don't need to kill him.
You want some D10s?
No, I'm good. I
Don't
appreciate it.
just main. We'll seriously injure.
Grim to Montel. Every day of the week.
Actually, let's think, Montel, your link was still, you never actually shut off the link to Grim. So that moment that rage hits his brain, you're suddenly in your
You
head.
got the click.
You just, ah!
God damn!
42.
The answer.
By the way, headphone warning to everyone. I'm
Is he
sorry.
within 30 feet of Sev after we've moved the 30 up?
Actually, technically, yes, because as you're
Sev
moving
has
up.
a 40 movement.
Yes, so Sev actually will get closer, yeah.
If he's within 30 feet of him and he's hitting with a weapon attack, he gets 1d6 acid on top of that.
Roll me an extra d6 of acid then.
Okay. And then I will do my.
We'll go ahead and have the d6 of acid damage first, because
Okay,
Sev's
go
going
ahead.
through you.
Go right ahead.
No, you roll the d6 of acid damage.
What you want?
Okay, good one.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
We are family.
We are. Unfortunately.
The commander's down.
I want to be chastised
Okay,
as much. I
that's
could talk to my
I might
mother.
have a way of getting him back up.
All right. And then I'll make my second attack,
My idea might be stupid as
and
well,
that is
I
gonna.
want to
Be,
see
and
if
I'm
I
gonna
can do
put
it first.
try 3. When I put 3 charges in the second ago and it missed, that didn't burn the charges, right?
It's gonna be a dumb call.
I don't think it's like it doesn't really say that like it has to make contact in order for the charge to be dispensed.
Actually, no, it does, because what happens is when you use the charges, it charges the arrow itself. So
I didn't know if it was
yeah.
like the magical areas where
No,
it
no, no.
hit.
No, those
So
that charge
so
the
I only
arrow.
have
Yeah.
so I only have
3 charges left, yeah.
That's fine though. I'll put 3 charges in.
All right.
I'm trying to do 48 lightning damage.
48 lightning damage.
48. No, 4D.
We wish.
Big money, no whammy.
Natural 20.
Yep.
Oh,
Ooh.
All right.
Yes.
Say when.
Win!
I'm gonna use Kieran's die on this. That's double everything?
Yes. Oh, no. Actually, this one is not a double effect.
Oh.
However, roll me a d8.
Well, it was about to.
It's just 1d8.
3.
Okay, so it is a life-threatening critical called
Okay.
Feeling Faint.
Okay.
They have disadvantage on all strength, dexterity, and constitution-based rolls
Okay.
for 1d8 rounds. Additionally, they must make a DC 16 con saving throw on each of their turns. On a fail, they fall prone.
That's not good for a range guys. We got too many range guys.
So, for his first save, which is a disadvantage,
Not too bad.
roll 15 both up, so that's 25. He's still up.
Okay.
But he now has disadvantage on con, dex, and strength-based saving throws.
Okay. And now the damage for that attack is 7, 15, 24,
You can do it. I believe in you.
5. I forgot to add my +2 damage to these, so that
Go ahead.
becomes all. If I add it for the last time,
Yeah.
39.
39 points of damage.
And now I gotta roll a d20
Okay.
to see if this bow
Bow breaks.
is the same.
Well,
Breaks! It just becomes normal.
and it becomes a normal bow.
Yeah.
Okay, so not natural one, you're good.
Great, the engine.
Yeah, so.
All right.
And let me use, I'm gonna use a bonus action to drink my health potion that I saved.
Gotcha. Okay.
So,
All right. So,
that's pretty good. 9 points of damage.
9 points of pain, 9 points of health.
Yeah.
Kira, into your turn. Another legendary action. That dragon is going to try to take out the biggest thing here. No attack. Can be a dirty 20 to hit.
yeah.
Only 12 points of bludgeoning damage as the tail slaps into you again. What do you have? What's the trike start off of that?
You said 12?
12.
So 21, 8.
8. Okay, so now when the trike goes to 0, whatever's left over, you will take.
Okay.
But right now, yes. But you will come back at your normal HP and just subtract it back. Okay, Hemlock's turn. Hemlock is going to move up and land here.
Here's a weird question. As a paladin, does he see death standing over the battlefield too?
He does.
I thought you were gonna say, why is he on an eagle?
I know what a griffin is. I'm a nerd.
Everybody knows.
He is going, I need to look this up real quick, to use a 4th level spell slot. Well, actually, he's a paladin. He doesn't have to do it yet.
Yeah, it's only once it hits, and then he can go, yeah, smart.
Yeah, what paladin potion?
Actually, he's not going to smite. No, he's going to do something else. He's going to be, I'm actually going to play him smart. So,
Smiting's pretty smart.
Yeah.
however, you know what's even better?
Stacking a smite for next turn.
Well, that too, but banishing him. All right.
So he comes back and we dog pile on the rabbit.
All right, so he is going to use a 4th level spell slot and cast banishment on Gravis.
What kind of save is it?
This is going to be a charisma saving throw.
It's not a
It's
disadvantage.
not a disadvantage.
Shame.
Who pulled Hunter's Mark?
Verification on that big D20, please.
This one right here?
Yep.
That looks like a natural 20.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's not?
No.
Oh, I say it's neighbor.
Yeah.
That's one.
That's a 2.
I can't read shit. They're all weird little shapes and stuff.
It
I'm a
started as
Christian.
a
I don't know how
joke,
to read all
and
that
it
satanic
finishes with
bullshit.
Let's not even get started on that.
I remember that guy. Everything that is
So, there's a failure. However, because of what he is, you watch as Hemlock just reaches out his hand, you feel that you watch banishment starts to take. As Gravis begins to fade, he's like, and burns a resistance to succeed. That's the case. Hemlock is going to look at him and goes, fine. Let's see here.
He's gonna rage.
Cure wounds is the bonus action one, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I should have sent the card to the
No,
box.
Healing word.
Healing word. Thank you. Healing
Sorry.
word. Healing word. I get those mixed up.
I was here looking at cure wounds too, as we said that.
I had both as a bard, so like.
All right. Let me double check.
The sorcerer and the ranger were like,
I used both, so
The
I don't
vials.
remember.
It's a healing. I
usually a
should-
barbarian.
Pseudo paladin. Pseudo paladin.
Pseudo paladin.
This is what you could have been.
Thank
What?
you.
What?
I think
Did I hear you?
Yes.
No.
Hemlock's going in. Do we see the Triceratops stop and take notes?
Cards on the ground.
This current class does not have access to that.
I'll be able to read that when I'm a human.
All right. If that's the case, then
Studious, sir.
he is going to then cast. No, yeah. It's his turn. Yeah, that's his turn. All right.
Let's go.
Let's
go. We're okay.
So then he still has one more before his turn starts. Gravis is going to turn to Hemlock and make a tail attack.
Which short figures? Which? That's that
These
again?
ones.
Yep.
Bend.
Yeah.
Which,
So
You can't see.
29 will
Making
hit
sure who's
Hemlock.
where.
well, you don't know where I am.
Yes, because you blinked out of existence.
Yep.
Takes it.
To the
15
ethereal
points of
plane.
damage. Okay.
That's what I said.
Eventually. With that, we have Gravik's turn. All right, folks.
I said death roll.
The D6. Which side comes? Is it this one or this one comes out this way?
This that one.
On a 5 or a 6, Breath of Wind comes back.
Oh no.
It's cocked.
It's cocked. It's a leaner.
It's a
It
leaner.
was stopped by the mat.
I'll be fair.
Hang on now. Make sure you fix the wall.
I fixed the wall.
All right.
No, that way it's not going to be stopped by the mat. Just make the mat
You are
worse.
not a carpet layer at any point in your life.
Nope. All right.
Fix the wall.
No.
Just let him roll.
I had it fixed.
All right. All right. Here we go. Here
Let's
we
just
go.
call it a one.
That's worse.
That's a 2.
That's a 70.
Just roll it.
Just roll it there. Metal dice. Fucker won't bounce now. There, it's a 3. Okay.
That was a journey.
Take a form of inspiration.
Thank you.
I, as a person and player,
All
I
right.
was watching. That's what we call defensive tactics.
Okay.
that's what we call scared.
What
So,
we call bullshit.
Kara,
Hey.
you. Let's see
I don't
here.
like being called out like that.
All right. So, everyone currently on this plane or on this field, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
What's it again?
Am I close?
Well, no, on the top part here. Not you guys aren't there yet.
Okay.
That's why I was a little
this
bit
a
confused.
frightened-
why you were about to roll.
This is the frightened. Yeah, this is a frightened effect.
I have advantage on
Okay.
Because you're a halfling.
that. I'm brave. For some
Oh,
Do I get
look,
anything
see, best
with,
part. I don't care if I fail or not.
Hemlock is
If it's
within
fear, I don't
range?
care.
You add. You will be adding. I believe it's +5.
Yay, that'll
Yeah, add +5 to the roll.
Thank you. Oh, that was terrible.
wisdom.
Hemlock is going to use.
A legendary resist.
He has 1. He can use. We'll use that now.
Wait.
I failed.
What do you mean? He's a paladin.
Paladins.
Immune to fear.
Yeah, that's right. He's 15
like-
damage. I'm sorry.
Resistance.
Look, I'm having to jump back and forth to 2 programs to see character sheets.
I'm immune to fear too. Look, see, it's a
Want to be? See, this is what happens when you do actual paladin instead of wanted to be paladin.
right here. I have written, please.
I'm waiting for the metal dice to come across the table.
He doesn't have metal dice.
That's
I
fair.
have some. You want to put some? I have like 2 sets.
He didn't hear. It's fine.
What?
Nothing.
See?
We're talking shit.
You won,
As-
Rikara. You did it.
As a bard, I know when to go.
Yeah,
Didn't
okay.
hear shit.
All right, so
I failed.
you failed. Okay. If you fail,
What's the fail?
What's considered?
DC 16.
Like, I knew I failed.
You are frightened for 1 minute.
That's it.
Creatures can save and throw, yada yada yada. Immune for the next 4 hours. Creature can save and throw these turns. However, because it's hemlock and because of his armor, I'll let him use it as a basis of reaction. As you feel fear beginning to fall over you, you watch as Hemlock raises a gauntleted fist and just this massive guttural war cry. Anybody within 60 feet of him, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 50. So that should be everybody up. You are removed from fear, and you gain a number of hit points equal to his level plus his proficiency bonus. You each gain 20 temporary hit points.
Temporary.
Y'all enjoy those.
Meanwhile, the ethereal plane.
Meanwhile.
Am I within range of that?
Within you would be within 60 feet. It is a service.
I definitely feel like Frodo when he puts the ring on. Like,
All right. So that was Graf's turn. Finnegan,
hey,
you're up.
all right.
Grim on deck.
Yeah.
I'll move
10 feet.
Surprise.
this way
All right.
to the unoccupied space. I mean, and then I'm gonna move.
Occupied, unoccupied.
It's occupied
By
now.
him?
Move
No, it's not.
25 feet.
He's not here.
No, he is. It's his turn.
15.
He's back.
He pops back in the
25.
beginning of his turn.
And it's front too.
Okay. 25 feet there, and then
Nope, just a floating ass.
I'm going to cast Summon Construct,
No,
Okay.
it's still Finnegan, so it's still floating.
and it will be a stone construct,
Okay.
and I'm going to place him. Why here?
Oh, everybody. Someone turned into a Triceratops. Someone decided to summon a Griffin.
We got
decided
the Rock.
to summon Dead. We summoned the Rock.
I guess I didn't bring that one with
The
me.
Rock.
yeah.
A-Rock.
Yes.
Dwayne the Rock the Johnson is here.
We never said.
It's a
he never
medium
said what the
construct.
golem was named.
He's got a Zoa.
Hey, Derek, it's a rocks. So we'll let this be your construct.
Okay.
Rocks.
Rocks.
Attack.
So,
Put him-
in another game I played, there was a race of rhino folks I had called the Rocks. Well, as I was describing something, my players had failed a perception check. They weren't paying
No,
attention
actually,
to me.
magic.
Magic
called
rocks,
rocks.
as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I said there are these stone rocks. There's a rocks.
Rocks.
That is rocks. Yeah, it was weird. Okay.
All right.
They tried to attack
and
it because they had no intelligence
with
whatsoever.
my bonus action,
In or out of
Okay.
I will have him make his
Because I know
2
you ain't watching.
attacks.
All right.
And then he watches on this one.
Double blues. Those are shit.
Do better.
They put sixes.
No, it's an 8 and a 6.
Close
Plus,
I'm looking through a wing, so it's hard to tell.
yeah, it's only. It's gonna be a 16 and a 14. No, neither one of those will hit. Okay. Chuck. All right. So that would be my bonus action, is telling him to attack the dragon.
Okay.
And then I roll the d20 at the end of my turn.
Yep.
Shit, I'm still here.
Shit! At least you're within 30 feet
At
of hemlock.
the end of your turn, Finnegan, I need everyone within 20 feet of the dragon.
I'm good.
Not me.
You're right at the edge of that one, Finnegan. To make me a dexterity saving throw as you see its wings flare out and begin to.
So I make it or no?
You do not. Your stone guy does.
But
Okay,
you are
so-
within range of getting
Forgive
a
me.
bonus.
Forgive me. It's 10 feet within. It's 10 feet. So you're fine. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So.
I'm good. You get the extra for being next to hemlocks.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So,
You're +5.
So-
Your stone guy would as well. Yes.
What'd you roll?
18 plus 5.
You're fine. You're good.
20. You have a 0 index?
I have a -1 index.
How do you have mine? I thought you had it.
It's a team. It's a terrestrial.
It's Triceratops.
Oh,
you're
that's
good.
right. I forgot about
I have a
that.
-1 on dex.
no, that's a 10 on the dex.
Okay, so you will, on a failure, you will take 22 points of bludgeoning damage.
Well, there's those temporary hit points gone.
Actually, I'm sorry, Hemlock's a base 18, he's good. So, those that failed it will take 22 points of bludgeoning damage, 11 if you succeeded. If you failed, you are knocked prone. And the dragon is going to leap up and move over here.
Is that
Attack of opportunity.
It does not provoke attacks or opportunities.
What?
It's probably a special.
It's the wing attack. Basically, does
It's
that
basically
pushes
pushing
you
them
back.
away.
So who will
I did.
If you failed, you're knocked prone. A DC of 19. He is knocked prone, and he took the full 22 points. That takes 2 of its actions to do that, so it only has 1 left now. All right, anything else, Finnegan?
No, I ended my turn already.
Okay, Grim, you're up.
standing up,
All right.
obviously. And I will use dash.
Just as fast as you can. All right, so
So are you using your barbarian like bonus dash too, or?
That was its turn, right?
no, that was the end of your
I
turn.
don't
It's a
have
legendary action.
Okay.
I don't have a bonus dash.
I thought
It
barbarian
has
did.
3 legendary actions,
I
right?
think you were thinking the elf totem.
That may be right.
So I'm using both my actions.
you 15 feet off the normal movement. You can dash again, move another 30 feet.
Well, I have 40 feet of movement.
Oh, 40 feet. So yeah, so
You move 60 feet.
move 60 feet.
So-
which, yeah, that will get you into right. Like you basically, because of how time's gonna work, you and Fenrir will hit the top of the stairs together.
And
Literally, because as you run past, you scoop Fenrir up.
and then get to the top, see the dragon. I've been waiting for this.
All right.
And pulls out a potion. Bonus action. Potion of growth. Potion of
Pass it up.
will-
Go ahead and move Finn up next to him as well, please. You gain the enlarge effect of the enlarge reduce spell for roll me at 1d4.
Oh, that was not a roll, that was a drop. 3.
So,
3 hours. I am now large.
I may actually have a.
And in charge.
Call me Charles.
Keep them away from the furniture after we're done.
So we have
This is the kaiju fight everyone wanted.
dragon, dinosaur, and kaiju. Right?
Baby Drake.
And Griffin and Angel.
Oh, I'm so dumb.
And living stone.
Just for the
Okay,
moment,
we agree, but for what
Sure.
reason?
we'll just
That
use
works.
this. Go ahead and if you'll. Is that one?
Wrong one.
That's
Wrong one.
That's Fenrir!
What have you done?
Alright.
The one with
Oh,
the-
it says
Why
it's off
did
on the
you
side.
bring me closer to danger?
So the red in the red in this potion's liquid constantly expands from a tiny bead to the color of clear to the entire container and then contracts down. So yeah, potion of growth.
And I have the enlarge spell here just
Perfect.
to
Okay.
keep up with it.
Plus
Uh,
D4? Or
Plus
just
D4
both?
to attack.
Yes. All right. So
Attack damage.
Fenrir, it is your turn with Montel on deck.
As well as advantage on strength and
Bonus action Hunter's Mark.
Okay. So,
Double marked.
double marked.
I remembered because of you.
Rangers being helpful.
Go, Rangers!
natural 20.
Oh shit!
Kill it!
Go.
Go.
I've forgotten we were doing that.
Can we start over?
All right,
Taking it from the
this
top.
This is a double damage. They must make a DC con saving throw
At
We say
disadvantage.
at disadvantage. On a failed, one of their ears is torn off.
Does the arrow go through the dragon ear hole?
Actually, I have a better idea. I'm gonna do a little bit of flavor on this myself.
It's gonna
Fair
be
enough.
earring.
Did you say a nipple
There's a
ring?
14
Earring!
and a
Oh.
3.
How did I hear nipple ring?
Because you're
Was that
a
disadvantage?
bastard.
Yeah, it's 14 and 3.
Because you wanted to be
So
in
13.
Still a
Is
13,
it-
that's still
I'm sitting
safe.
on the other
Yeah.
side of the former bar.
I was gonna say if it failed, I was gonna say you hit the wing. So basically, it's flight speed gets weird. But it is double damage though.
That's 31, so doubled to 62.
62 points of damage.
And after your reaction, Seb's gonna add a d6 to it.
Oh.
So it's 4 acid,
All right.
unless that's doubled. I don't know if that's
Did you add
doubled
100
or
more?
That is part of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know,
100
go ahead and
more.
double all your damage.
not. So that would be another 4.
Okay.
How is it looking?
It's looking rough.
It looks pretty green around the gills.
It looks like it passed bloodied about 60 hit points ago.
Okay. So we're not gonna use
On a
that
scale
arrow.
of 1 to 1,000, would you say it's
It's an adult green dragon on a scale of
19, not
250.
20.
Where we sitting?
So that's going to
That is not a
be
true adult green dragon, though.
24 to hit.
Was I actually right with that number though? Just pulled out of my ass.
They average about 250.
Oh, I pulled that one out of my ass.
God,
It's
for
okay.
shitty wish
24 to
spell?
hit.
Definitely hits.
My friends.
Somewhere Robin was like, why am I suddenly the target of a lot of hatred?
Suddenly.
He was born and his mother went,
How much?
32.
32 damage.
he's been spending his entire life trying to be like, why won't you if you love me? I've done nothing wrong.
So at the end of your turn, his last legendary action, you see Montelli stares at you, and he's going to make a tail attack against the marshal. With advantage, he's within 5 feet.
Don't kill him! I'm trying to save his
Rolls with
life!
advantage.
That one?
Rolls with advantage, the high one. Yes.
It's a natural 20.
That means there's both a confirmed critical and a critical on attack. The marshal's dead. He has failed all 3 death saves.
He can't spare the dying on him. He doesn't
He did,
get any
yeah.
more death saves.
That brought him back.
Until he gets hit.
Hit again.
That brings you to 0.
The
and
thing
holds you
is,
stable.
within 5 feet,
Fist of a dragon.
within 5 feet, a confirmed crit means he fails 2 death saves. But because it was a natural 20, he basically watched Montelli just looks at you and crushes the marshal's head.
I tried. I tried.
Crushes his head, you say.
All right. Fenriel, actually, Montel, is your
That
turn
actually
now.
does make a
Okay,
difference.
so he has disadvantage on wisdom saves too, right?
No, just
No.
physical
Strength
death.
and dex.
Yeah.
Cool.
Death. He has disadvantage on
Blindness?
death saves.
Because that's a con.
Because that is con.
Okay.
And he came within 30 feet of me.
I rolled 2 4s.
Is he willing to burn his
Total 14.
No, that's not gonna say.
So you watch as those piercing white eyes suddenly fade, and you hear a. He puts his head right. I can still see you.
I kiss him. I kiss him.
Committing sexual assault on our enemies! I don't care if they're evil, it's not right!
Suck the poison out, Montel. It'll be fine.
Well, first, I was going to say, first off, dragons have blind sight.
I knew that one.
I didn't.
Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
I kiss him.
Choose my die. Someone else choose my die.
Just roll.
I am not causing
This one.
Just run a freaking die!
Is he dead?
17.
16.
Free.
Con. 18.
If you have a negative con,
That's the
What
Oh,
are
my
you?
strength is negative.
How have you lived?
yeah.
I have it. Have you not noticed?
So, because you're not taking the full effect of the poison gas, but you're still putting your mouth where it has been, I'll say 66 damage. Halved, of course, you made the save.
Oh God.
It's like when Robin kissed Poison Ivy. Rubber lips.
Fine.
Shit.
Is it above 47?
6, 12,
Kill him, please.
18,
Well, 66 can't be above 47.
24 points of poison damage.
Is that already
It's
half?
halved to 12.
Stop by making out.
You watch as he's just like, you're sweet, but I prefer bigger.
My blood's made out of coffee. Have go.
Grace here.
Bigger! Bigger!
All right, Montel, that's your turn. Ricard, you're up.
And he is here to kick names and take
Oh,
out.
sorry. Your ass is about to
Just
hurt.
don't run him over.
Now you can charge.
I'll say because
He can occupy the same space as you, so
Yeah.
it's okay.
yeah, he's allowed to see
I'll
you.
Watch your
I'll
toes.
charge at him and do a charge.
Did you ever think you would be toe jab?
Roll me a. Hey, I want you to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
21.
Fuck's sake!
I'll burn inspiration.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not much better.
Fuck's sake!
19,
Just barely misses.
but I'm still within his. If I charge.
Yeah. So what happens? What that was for, by the way, as you're standing there, you hear. If you felt it, you would not realize what this was. But on that save, you realize what's coming. So you basically just go. Shh, you pull Indiana Jones, Penitent, and you duck.
Can I
Does he
attempt to
need
do
to
what I
duck?
Sure, go for it. Go for it. No.
I want this to
You get a
happen.
20. I'll let you go.
Wait.
Right.
Does he need to duck? Is the question.
I want to get on top of this fucking dragon.
All right, what's total?
What is this? Acrobatics?
Yes.
Athletics?
Either or.
Well then I'm going to do yes, 19.
What's your AC?
13 right now.
Okay, I'm gonna say on that you get on top, and because of that, I'll give you advantage on the roll because basically it's like this way. He's like trying to
He's
turn
steering
you.
your
He's
head.
steering you. So roll again with the advantage.
23
Hits.
Okay. So if that's a charge attack, he needs to make a DC 13 strength save.
Straight, which you have disadvantage
Yes,
on.
disadvantage.
Knock him out of the ground.
It's a natural one.
He's prone.
Natural one. He's pro. Yeah.
He's prone.
Well, I rolled 17 and a natural one.
13. No.
Yeah, that's 13.
13. And then
11, which is 24.
24 plus 8. 24 plus 6. 30.
Yep.
30.
And then as a bonus action, can you do that?
Are you doing stomp or core? Or?
Yes, and as a bonus action,
Teabag.
I can do a stomp attack.
So what's happened? Please, literally. So Ricard, as you charge, you kind of duck your head to move out of the way of Kieran's going to hit him over. But Kieran, you see him, the frill come down. You go, body protrusion, frill, horn, and you're right, and you're like, this way, you fool!
Fucking fool.
As you charge, slamming him to the side of Gravis' new form, slamming him to the ground.
Mine
So,
tell literally
If he's
eye
prone,
to the
that's
dragon.
advantage.
For the stomp, yeah.
Okay. 16 plus 9 again. Yeah.
We'll hit.
And that's going to be 3d10.
Why is it spicy?
Take a part of it.
Thank you. I've been needing one all night.
Everybody, quick, just throw out one-liners.
8 plus 6.
13?
13.
9, isn't it?
Have a great fall.
Plus 4,
That's
8,
14.
Really know.
So 14?
Whatever they say.
Max.
9.
It's 9 plus whatever
Okay.
your bonus is.
Right.
What is your bonus? 8?
No, I'm just going off the thing. This says 3d10 plus 6.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
it's 9
So
plus
9 plus
6.
6, that's 15.
15, okay.
Wait, use the Pythagorean theory.
I know it sucks
The
to roll
Pythag-
1 on your
the
every roll, but you still have to
Use
count it.
All right, anything else for
The
Carl?
pterodactyl theory?
All right.
That's it.
Well, he used all 3 of his legendary actions. He can't use one to stand up, so he is currently prone. With that, we come now to Elrond.
Take another 30 feet.
Help is on the way, dude.
Oh, that's exactly what's about to happen.
You don't want to use, oh, you have to use your bonus action for her?
Huh?
Okay.
No, she has her own initiative after me.
Okay, do you want? You can use bonus and dash the rest of the way up there. Is what I was asking.
No, we can.
I'm not a rogue.
I'm sorry.
Give movement
Action.
and
You can use action to dash the
I've
rest of
got
the
my
way.
action if I
Okay.
can see it.
All right. You know what? Because that's where the top
This
of
is the 60 feet.
Yeah.
I am at the 60 feet, which is what you were talking about.
So actually, you have then. Yeah, that's right. You are. So you actually you would be up there with Grim and Fenrir. Because it's 60 feet total from the where you were in the council in the courtyard to the top of the stairs. So you can go ahead and move up a little.
This
bit.
was all weird, empty space.
Yeah, it was just with the-
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I stopped on the stairs.
So I'm gonna be right there.
Okay.
He's prone. Is
Yes.
it back to me?
Technically, yes, because there's
No, this is just for flavor's sake as to where I'm aiming.
Technically.
You know what? Yeah, it is. There's currently an 8-ton triceratops on top of his kidney. He is a little bit distracted right now.
All right, third level guiding bolt. This works.
Kill it.
Yeah, you know,
So that's going to be a 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right, so that's first level,
That means next spell next
Second
attack has
level.
advantage, right?
third level.
Okay.
Look at all the die.
That's a level 4. So 10, 14, 17, 18 radiant damage.
Okay. Okay.
Is he technically 40 feet from me? Or
Yes.
is it? Okay. Trying to make sure.
4D feet?
Yes, 4D feet.
We're on the next dimension.
Bonus action,
Okay.
celestial weapon, or spiritual
Spiritual
weapon. Get me my beating stick!
We haven't seen the stick in some time, folks.
We haven't seen the beating stick in a while.
Oh, it's just a stick.
It's literally a beating stick.
Shove it up his ass.
That's kind of where this is going here, man.
Oh, hello.
Wait, hold on, what?
You're gonna Thanos him.
Hello, doctor.
So, this is a second level spell.
I'm very ill.
Everything
I'm
all
checking
clear.
And this
Okay.
should get the advantage
I'm
of the
checking.
next attack
Yeah.
against him.
Okay. It's called a prostate exam.
Yeah, that's a 25 to hit.
We'll hit.
So let's see, how many is it for this?
Tell me yes. Cough.
So that's 4 more radiant damage.
Okay.
And then it's
He's not even a
her
doctor.
turn.
Okay. Ravinia.
That
So
man was in
she will move up, I guess.
I mean, at that point, she flies over the edge. You can actually put her like on the ground.
Alright.
Yeah, so there's the edge.
There's that.
Caw.
And she's gonna take 2 attacks.
Speaks in
Look at that.
celestial. Captions say "caca, motherfucker."
Look at that chicken.
That's not gonna work.
Okay.
That was a 3.
There's a second attack, though, right?
There's 2 attacks, so that was the first one.
More like a 6-foot turkey.
Turkey.
That's going to be a 22.
We'll hit.
Alright. So now I gotta go back to her page, see exactly how much damage this is gonna be.
So what kind of spell is this? What is she doing?
She's basically, you say she has that scythe?
Yes.
She is pulling what's basically a string and firing arrows from that scythe because as an Avenger she has a ranged attack.
Okay.
However you deem the ranged attack
So
for her.
instead, what it is, you watch as she swings that scythe and puts it out, and almost like moonbeams, like moonlight, glimmers all the way down to the point, and she slices up. Just a wave of energy.
Okay.
It's like a Dark
So
Souls.
I know this is happening. You gotta like roll with the light.
Light version of the
2d6, so
Okay.
that's 8 plus 2 to 10 plus the spell's level, so that's 15 radiant damage.
Radiant damage. Sure knows.
The sight just turns into a sniper rifle.
This isn't an anime.
Oh, she's Mafia now?
Ruby.
It's also a gun.
She's Ruby.
He's
Apparently.
Ruby now.
And that's it. That's all my stuff.
Okay. With that, it is Kieran's turn with Hemlock on deck.
All right. So I'm going to.
You're currently on top of
I am,
Kara.
and I would like to jump off of him.
Okay.
And
On to the Fokker.
and I would have been putting my bow away and pulling out
All right, that's fine. Yeah.
freezing rain.
All right.
And I would like to jump off of him and come down.
All right. Make me either athletics or acrobatics for the leap.
Okay.
We'll call this part of your movement.
Who's got the Wilhelm scream saved right now?
Oh, you got a goofy.
That's much better. That's much better there. That's going to be 23.
Ricard, you feel pressure on your frill as you see Kieran leap up. Usually like a springboard, yeah.
And then I'll attack, and because I guess he's
prone.
advantaged.
I'll give you advantage, yes, you'll be advantage.
Yeah, bro, you get advantage
Yep.
anyway.
And that's gonna hit probably. It's freezing rain, two-handed proficiency. 28 or 26.
Remember, a DC of 20, that hits.
I just like saying it.
And that's a dirty 30.
That's gonna be your character T-shirt. Is it gonna be dirty 30?
No, it's
or-
just him with the glasses going, that's a dirty 30.
But by the way, I finished his miniature. I actually managed to get like the raised look of him wearing the glasses, like this, like blue glass brass like goggles set.
Nice.
And then of course the spell you're between your hands is fire.
So that one's gonna be 15.
15 points of damage.
15 points of damage on that one.
The one day.
And then I'll do it at my other attack.
I thought we were going to be fighting in a crowd of people, so I didn't prep like any spells.
No fireball, no polymorph.
I will not ever make this mistake again.
Cause yeah, I'll be honest. I would love right now to basically have like a 3-on kaiju fight going on. That'd be 4 counting Grim.
I'm just small kaiju.
25.
I'm Jaguar in this
I
case.
love it.
How many uses of polymorph do you get?
It's a third level spell? It's not
Fourth.
3. No, it's not 4.
Fireball's third.
Hey, the
No, we're talking about, I said
Oh,
polymorph.
polymorph.
Oh, polymorph might be. Either way, I have 3.
Goes down.
Because then, because of your stone, you could have 2 of us transform.
I could, but why would I waste my use of a stone on y'all?
Because then there's 2 T-Rexes.
Or he could be a giant
He could
invisible
high five.
T-Rex.
No, because I can't. Once I'd have to transform you first.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Or, hear me out, flying T-Rex.
17.
7 points of damage, alright.
Just the happiest looking T-Rex.
This don't work very well.
And then let me go ahead and use second wind
Okay.
to heal myself 1d10 plus my 5 level.
So by the way, just for comments, I'm going to say that the animal compatriots, your animal companions are also up here as well. They also rush.
Oh, Ren's not.
Ren's not?
No.
Ren is a lover, not a
Finnegan has
fighter.
forgotten about who.
Johnny, where the have you been?
So you're on him now?
Yeah. Look at me, I'm up here.
It'd be like more like right in there.
Oh God, I'm on his balls.
No children.
All right. Anything else?
I think that's all I can do.
All right. So.
Whole different kind of dragon.
Yeah, pull it up.
All right. So for his turn, Hemlock is going to have his
One of the
steed.
bad dragons that you talking about.
No.
All right. Bonus action, Hemlock. He's going to do what paladins do best.
Smite?
He is going to charge up a blinding.
prayers?
No. You know what? Let's go Thunderous Smite. So bonus action, charging Thunderous Smite. Attack with advantage.
Windows in here.
Base of an 18 plus like 13. Yeah, he's going to hit.
Did you roll that with advantage?
I did.
Yeah.
Then he's going to fire off a divine smite.
At what level?
Let's go 4th level.
Oh.
4th level.
That's going to use all of his 4th level slots, but
People on the limit, give me your power.
10, 12.
No, I'm good. I'm actually waiting for the dragon.
Is it because if he dies, you might get collapsed on top of?
Ooh.
Great sword.
I can take you back. She's here. She can take you with us.
Oh, I'm taking numbers with me.
48 points of damage.
That would be back.
Nice.
Paladin, second attack. That was a 2 and a 4.
Even
So-
with advantage.
So what? Plus 13. That's a 23, right?
No, that is going to be a 17. Basically, that first hit, you see Gravik's form shift and move, and that wing come up and snap across as Hemlock has a duck to cover. All right, that's his turn. Gravik's turn. I want you to roll me at either athletics or acrobatics, as he's going to stand up.
Oh, he ain't shaking me off. I fall. No, that's a 25.
Okay, so you can attempt to stay on. That was high enough, or you can land safely off of it. Which one you want to try?
You
know what I want to do.
Okay.
You know you want to.
I want to ride this fucker.
Okay.
Oh.
We have advantage.
I want to be up in the air and I want to be.
So, at that, as he feels it, he's like, "Fool, fine. You want to be tall? Let's be fucking tall!" Yes, he's going to use his action and movement to go up.
So is he using his?
No, this will provoke attacks opportunity. Actually, well, first, okay.
Oof, oof, oof. Oof. Oof.
All right. So, that is you're not within range, unfortunately, Montel. But
I was in range. Whenever you
okay,
picked him up, he.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so it shifted everybody.
All right,
Yeah.
So Montel, Rikara, and Hemlock make your attacks.
Buddy, shove that thing up his ass.
So it's going to be a successful one for Hemlock. Unfortunately, can't fire anything else on top of that. So 2 is going to be 14 points.
He's just like whipping him with a long stick. It's like bendy. It's like whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
No.
24?
We'll hit.
No, I figured out no.
Gotcha.
Give me a swing.
He said earlier.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, I figured out no.
5 and no 9 and 3, 12.
That's a six.
That's a
six.
six?
Or-
That's a 9 on a.
It's
Oh.
only D8. It only goes up to 8.
Oh, so wait, it's D8. How'd you roll a
5 and 9 and
That's a 14.
14
14.
plus.
He's starting to
6.
believe.
Plus 6.
So 20? All right, so 20. He is looking rough. As for his movement, he will go 80 feet in the air. For his action, he will then go another 80 feet in the air.
How tall is this building?
Remember the
Oh,
roof?
the roof got
He
destroyed. Remember?
basically tore the roof off the sucker.
This went from an
Infinite.
auditorium to an amphitheater.
Yes. And so he is now 160 feet in the air with you on his back.
And free fall.
Roll me a either athletics or acrobatics to hold on because he's moving quick.
Oh, God. Natural 20.
Natural fucking 20. Let's go. All right. On that, I'm going to
It's good
say.
actually having hair on your head again for once.
I don't like it.
As those wings,
There's a reason I shaved.
almost out of instinct, you pull that sword and right underneath, right here in the where his first shoulder meets that joint of the wing, you just tear down into it, and you're holding on with everything. You're 160 feet in the air. You just.
I believe I can
I
fly.
activate the freezing and it just a whole lot. I'm like, oh,
All right.
I believe I can go to the
whoever
sky.
that is.
Finnegan, it's your turn.
160 feet.
160 feet
Say.
in.
Damn.
Well, I'm getting
Only we had
shit.
some-
Oh, don't worry. I'm going to use some creative leeway because the ability says half his fly speed. So We're going to have some fun here in a moment.
I'm about to bring it back down. Don't worry. Trust me, I don't want him crashing.
I want him crashing. Right at
I'll let
me.
him.
Right at me.
I'm just falling.
I'll just.
Y'all played Skyrim. Remember the suicide runs the dragons would make sometimes?
No.
I didn't play Skyrim.
Wasn't he supposed to be making a roll at the end of each of his turns for something for the same one that?
That's if he failed if he didn't fail the save though. If he had failed the save, he would have to make the roll to fall prone.
I thought that was the one he failed to save for. That's why he has disadvantage on con, dex, and strength.
No, he gets the disadvantage to start with.
Okay.
Then if he failed the save, yeah, he gets us the disadvantage no matter what.
Okay. That was me misunderstanding the script.
I forgot to do something because I'm not used to playing a warlock. That is, I have 9 extra temporary HP from my Spare the Dying.
So what you doing, Mr. Finnegan?
It can't add?
It can't stack.
You only get 10
Temp,
HP
no,
from one
yeah.
source.
Tempo, yeah.
Yeah. Now, if it healed yourself, that's different. But temp HP is from one source.
Oh no, that is heal.
Okay.
That's the heal from his thing.
That's a horse of different color.
Finnegan is. This will be the only thing that he can do this turn,
Okay.
and he will cast Dimension Door.
Okay.
Are you joining
Is
it?
it within range?
500 feet.
500.
Oh God! All right. So
Halfling rodeo!
So, look at that last moment of, hold on, because he's blind. All of a sudden, behind you, Kieran, you hear and feel energy is, vroom, vroom, and suddenly Finnegan's there like,
Suddenly Finnegan's riding bitch!
My show.
so,
Oh, it's just.
so relatively, it'd be like you guys like right about up here.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's all I could do at this point. So,
I will let you use your free action to pucker if you want to.
I was pre-puckered. I will have
There's
him,
few diamonds for me.
stand up and get how much movement he
What's your
has.
max HP as a Triceratops?
It was 90.
Okay.
30 foot, so he'll
What'd you
use
add?
17.
movement and action to just get back.
He's within in the kill zone.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And at the end of my turn, I get to make a roll,
All right.
and I'm still on the back of a dragon.
I don't think you want to fail to succeed on
Kieran,
this
for a
one.
moment you felt like the cold ethereal energy of Finnegan began to shift, and then something
It just
stopped.
shorted out.
All right. With that, Grim, it is your turn.
Get down here.
You can ready an action. If you like to hold an action, you can do that.
Right, I'll give you that. Quick, Elrond, throw me. With what?
Where's my rubber shells, Elrond?
Prepare the
That's a
council.
magic bullshit.
All right. So,
I doubt it. I doubt it.
With
That many feet in the air, no. I guess I'll scoot up.
All right, just moving
to
forward.
Maybe where he might come down,
All right,
and
moving over
then
there.
get ready to beat face.
gotcha. Okay. Okay.
No,
Hold
that
it,
many
hold
of
your
those
action.
I
are
will
being
hold my
faced.
action at that
All
point.
right, Finrio, your turn.
Fire.
Pew, 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 pew.
He's no longer prone, so I have
No
him in
prone.
hand. It's going to be a 20 to hit.
We'll hit just barely.
Roy, I'm up here as well.
That's what she's aiming for. That's where it's working.
Is there a that?
If she misses, can I roll to catch
I'll
it
let-
and
I'll let-
stab it?
34
That'd be
damage.
awesome.
4 damage. All right.
And then I'll pull out that arrow.
Okay.
That arrow. All right.
That is higher to hit. An 18 plus 5.
That will hit.
So 23.
How many?
7.
Okay.
Aw.
Oh wow.
Boom.
I
I'm in
did the other
danger.
numbers first, actually. This
Yes,
is my regular arrow.
kill count.
3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Excuse you,
15,
sir.
I need it.
18,
So this is your normal damage?
28, 29, 30, 33 of my usual damage.
Okay.
And then 8. Oh, wait, no, 3 more of that, sorry.
Okay.
8, 9, 10, 12, 13.
19 is the magic number.
24.
He's at 24. So.
Okay. Fenrio.
But continue doing the math.
Yes.
Well, this is my hit points.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Grim, there's something you're about to find out.
50.
Okay. Fenrio.
I lose 50 hit points.
As you pull the arrow out and draw back, you feel your energy begin to fade as your own life essence is poured into this thing. And you release it. How does it happen?
It just goes straight through the chest. But, like, between them. It's not going to hit halfway.
What the bullshit?
So that's I got it. So as the arrow, like literally, barred from Lake Town, just like right through that weak point. Kieran, you see an arrow starting to come up through here, and like just your reaction, you just like grab it, swing, and like right to the side of this thing's neck, just for the dramatic. You went. It's like that's the entire time you've been going, what the fuck are you doing up here? You should have brought me down. I didn't have time to bring you. Then all of a sudden, just an arrow.
So how bad you hurting right now?
On a scale of 1 to 120, I'm a 90.
So
Oh, wait,
You're still above my
does
max.
bypass my 10 hit points?
it does.
Okay, so less than that.
You're still above my max, too.
All right. So
So 70?
you both of you feel as we're coming out of combat now. You feel Gravis' form go limp as his wings sag and he tips forward. 160,
I'll get you, kid.
160
I'll
feet.
get you.
I'm over here,
30
buddy.
feet, 6 seconds. I'm trying to do the math real quick. So 1, 2, 3. You have roughly 5 rests, so 30 seconds before the two of you hit the ground.
Oh, well, that's easy.
Dimension door, right?
Do we see the dragon falling?
Yeah, you see the dragon starting to fall.
Do you have anything?
Actually,
to,
hang on. No, I'm sorry. You're not over the temple. You're not over the building anymore. You're over the council, the courtyard. Because he went up like this to attempt to. So it's a lot. There's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot further down.
Do you have anything to
You gotta steer it down!
steer
You
it?
gotta steer it down!
It's a fucking dead dragon.
You gotta figure it out!
Figure it out.
Yeah!
He's got a giant horn.
You magic fucker. Get me out of here.
I didn't get you up here!
Fenrir, you watch Sev step up beside, look up, you see his wings fur out and looks at you expectantly, like,
Get them.
and he takes off.
So anyway,
You
back
have nothing? Do you have nothing? Do you have nothing? Finnegan, do you have nothing? Finnegan!
At 29 seconds,
If the DM says you can.
or at 24 seconds, I'm gonna cast Dimension Door and take both of us
Okay.
the
I will
extra
say,
30 feet to the ground.
you can see, if you want, you can see, Severin, I assume you go to Ravinia after that. You can see there are 2 flying allies moving towards you. If you want to.
Don't care.
Okay.
I'm like,
Finnegan, we're gonna go.
around his shoulders.
I'm gonna grab Finnegan by the face and be like, Finnegan, it's been an honor fighting with you.
Because you see death coming for you.
Finnegan, I've been here before. I've recognized her. The bitch is back for me. Just had a taste.
So, right at 29 seconds, with less than 10 feet to go. Here's my question about Dimension Door. Does it maintain momentum?
No, I just teleport.
Say yes or no to that.
I just teleport to an.
Because I know there are some
space-
spells that if you're moving, it maintains momentum to the movement. I think door is you open the door
No,
and you
I
step
arrive
through.
at exactly the spot
Okay,
desired.
okay.
Is what it says.
So yeah, so it's a door, so you literally just kind of step through it.
and 4.
So right as Seb and Ravinia dive to catch both of you, you just kind of smile at Kieran and snap, and then vroom, vroom. And now the 2 of you are standing in the courtyard with.
Dust is everywhere, and Finnegan's just like.
I was never worried.
Cape billowing in the wind.
Both of you roll me next. Oh no, you did that. Well, both of you, Finnegan, roll me a luck roll.
He's lucky.
That's a 12.
Okay, cool. So as you're standing there, as you look at Kieran, kind of a what? Boom! 4 tons of dragon slam down behind you.
Cool guys, don't look
I
at
just keep looking at it.
Start looking at All right. So
It's all right, everyone. We have slain the dragon.
with that, I'm gonna say.
Wheezing. We?
By the way, so because of how that reads, what happens is literally your blood was pulled out through your pores and basically enveloped in the air.
Oh yeah.
So, Graham, you look over and you see Finn it's like very, very red tint, like something has dug thousands of needles into him. And he's not looking very, very sturdy right now.
Just gonna kind of look.
By the way, when death happens and the concussion hits,
I've been waiting so
you
long
do
to
see,
use this potion.
Actually, no. This is the wish was to have the form. This is now his natural form. So the broken pieces of armor and everything yet on him are still up in the top of the council room. But congratulations, you have beaten Gravis in your first dragon.
Cool. I'm gonna go take some wing.
Yeah.
Some what?
Wing.
I'm gonna go.
Oh, I thought
Ravina,
I heard I'm gonna
we're
take
gonna
some
go
weed.
have
I
a
was
talk
like,
with
what the
the
fuck?
spray now.
Guys, I'm stressed by the
Can I
situation.
drop,
My anxiety.
drop trust arts? Can I go check? Would I know if Revivify will?
I need the time limit on Revivify,
It's like-
and also
No,
it
it won't. I can tell you right now, it won't.
I need the specifications of it.
Revivify will not restore any body parts.
Okay, then no, it will.
Raised dead will. It specifically says if there is an integral body part, like a head missing, it will not work.
So he would need true resurrection.
I don't know.
He would need just
the
resurrection.
The dragon just
Resurrection
died. You
true.
can get to it. Oh wait, we're not reviving the dragon.
Yeah.
That's why pissed and crushed his
That's the
head.
thing. Had it just been a normal, like the fact that he basically double critted on top of it meant yeah. So the city marshal is dead and gone. Good.
For now.
However, so is he. So that means our buddy is.
So is he, which means currently Hemlock is standing in control of the militia and the guards of Port Blakely. And he will ride the griffin down into the courtyard as he steps off, trying to give him a pat, and as he turns away with his hand, he watches the steed just kind of shimmers out of existence. As he just kind of walks off and looks down at the dragon. The fuck?
We took care of it.
Seems slowly.
Did you know he could always do that?
No, I didn't. He's been the past few weeks or so. He's been a little bit cockier than normal. The fact that like there was once he was under suspicion, and suddenly the entire Inquisitorial Council was just disbanded. There was another time where apparently there was some old issues in his past, that the paperwork and all the evidence just suddenly disappeared. It seemed like fucking miracles, like magic happened. And now, as he points to I understand, it was a damn, he was wishing them away.
Yes, he had a card from the deck of many things.
How'd you get one of those?
I don't know.
Some scoundrel.
Look, all I know is right now.
I don't know shit.
Right now, you see something here behind you. You see that because I have to get their entire, because there's a lot of them.
Where your brass knuckles?
The entire council?
Yeah. The Council of Nine Justices.
Love the road, yeah.
Council of Nine Justices. They all step out. You see. You also see
Do you
Halifar.
need something cure wounds or anything?
I'm under half.
You also see Halifar kind of goes.
You're not even a bard anymore.
Well, I wasn't expecting this on my inauguration day. You see, just kind of sit down. The other council members are kind of talking. One of them, a half-orc male, kind of steps up. As he looks at Hemlock and goes, "Well, City Marshal, exactly what you plan to do. Lord Hendath, I don't know, sir. Well, I know the first thing I'm going to do is he turns, he points to, looks at it, he goes, Halifar! Yes! You're a member of the fucking council now. Oh, okay.
That works.
Say yes.
You see that the rest of the council are just kind of,
That works.
like one person goes to raise a question, one puts their finger back down, like you don't want to mess with him. They're like, don't mess with Hemlock right now. Hemlock looks, he goes, well, believe it or not, there is actually precedent in ancient Port Blaven law, and you see Hendath goes, ha ha ha, you mean the Dragon Slayer clause. They killed it, it's their prize.
I was gonna ask that.
To which you see Hendath goes, that means you also have to drag its carcass out of here.
Grim!
Roll me a strength check, Mr. Grimm.
Grim!
Adding a d4 to that roll as well.
Grim walks out in large. Everyone, we got it.
You see Halifar. Have you been eating your weakness?
The Dragon Slayer clause, starring Tim Allen.
That is a 28.
You much like basically just pigs about you reach underneath, kind of heft it up. I mean, your knees kind of buckle, but you're able to just kind of start making your way out toward the wards.
I think some of us would try to help him too.
I know I wouldn't.
You see a few of the counselors kind of rush forward. You get a sense that this counselor Hendath is he's a half orc. He's unofficially now kind of a spokesman. He kind of raises a hand as he and Hemlock kind of step up for a moment, have a word. Hemlock nods and moves to the rest of you. The council would like to speak to all of you eventually, but first, a few things must be taken care of. I will send for you when they're ready. It'll be several days.
So we got to stay in town still.
I will speak to my men. Gravix did not do this alone. He has to have other conspirators, men, which, by the way, had you not rolled the luck roll high enough, they would have attacked you, Grim, unconscious.
We captured one
May I-
getaway driver over
May
there.
I
He's-
say my
he's
thing
handcuffed
before
with a
we
couple
drag
of
off
guards.
the corpse?
What you got?
Because I'm going to go up to Gravix's head and look at him and go, Gravix, I, Sundrin, son of Althea, relieve you of your duty as Coterie Guildmaster of Port Blaven in front of the council.
Roll me charisma with advantage.
That's a...
Oh my God!
Thank God!
Oh my God! Folks, that is a natural 20 and a natural 1. Take a point of inspiration. Take a point of inspiration. Take a point of inspiration.
I am.
So, it's not the council that matters. Hell, it's not even Gravik that matters. You see Ravenia has landed beside you as you spoke those words. And it's her hand that is put to your shoulder and says, who here speaks Celestial?
Nope. But no.
Well, in college,
Mr.
that's
Divine
probably
Soul
a little bit.
Sorcerer doesn't speak
No,
Celestial.
technically,
He's got a
because
couple
of the
one
summon, she
weakness.
speaks any language I speak
Okay,
as
well-
well as
All right,
Celestial.
well, what language then we have her speak?
I would say Elvish,
Okay.
just be the easiest.
So,
Still don't understand it.
well, here's the thing. She is speaking to you,
Oh, then it'll be Abyssal.
and only you will understand her.
It's going to be Abyssal.
In Abyssal, you hear, your claim has been recognized, Guildmaster. You are worthy to seek the vault. Free the secret. Find his book. You watch, he just kind of steps back. Sworn, roll me a Constitution saving throw. 18. DC was 18. There is a searing pain in your hand beneath your gloves. As you
Did the tattoo change?
you rip them off and you watch as the tattoo begins to shift. No longer the cross, crescent moon, and curved dagger. Now curving into the symbol of Mormonkar. The actually, I can show you the symbol. I have it. I'm not going to make you roll for this. For at this moment, in the pain of everything, you realize it was not a usurper god who first created the coterie. The coterie was the Church of Mormon-Car.
And that was the symbol I saw on the hand in the vision.
It's also why he was writing in the book in Celestial. The coterie was the original Church of Mormon-Car.
I'm deep up there in the language.
Celestial.
Yep. Got it.
So, with that, as Grim and Finreal, I assume the entire time, like Finreal's basically just like holding on to Grim.
Oh no, Finn just went completely limp. He's got carried.
Oh, okay. So
Ariel's on top of the dragon.
I think you missed that. I did this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just like.
What? You see, Sarah, welcome us out. I can get him if you need me to.
Nope.
Not even.
Ren alights to your shoulder. Hootie alights to Finnegan's shoulder. As though the future of Port Blaven a little bit uneasy right now. The mistakes of the past can be made up for. The corruption that had been growing, its head now removed. Port Blaven's future is much brighter. I will call the session for this evening. You all will love it.
Woo! Yeah! Can I get one of the council people to be like, by the way, someone may have left a corpse.
There's
Where
a
the
question.
ceremony
Did
was
they
happening?
tell me about that corpse yet?
You were in the
I
room
need
with
that.
it.
Okay.
This will be one of the things that Hemlock is going to address with you in the next session.
I just kind of left it there. I was just like,
So,
I hope no one
about
sees
that
it.
conversation we need to have.
Yeah, we're about to have.
All right.
Pray for me, everyone. I'm about to
You gonna
face
need
a
it.
cleric.
All right. So,
The rest of a cleric.
got a few minutes left. Let's see who's all on live right now. We answered a few
Very-
questions.
I got in exactly 0 offense on that dragon.
How do you think I feel?
Yeah, but you started dead.
I wanted to use a bunch of dice, so that's what
you
I
got
almost
to.
used it. I almost used it, and it was like, no, I'm not gonna. And I got that nat 20. It was like, ooh, I would have died. That
Ooh.
was killing me.
Hey, Miralong, thank you for staying for the whole game. I appreciate it. You as well,
We don't wanna die.
Master One. Thank y'all so very, very much. But yeah, so with that, we will say good evening to all those who watched on YouTube. Mr. Grimm, you'll kindly go there and then end the stream. Goodbye, everybody on YouTube. Thank you all so much.
So rolling for HP, is that at advantage or just one click?
At advantage. And if by some miracle you're still under, just take your advantage.
Wow.
Hey, I'm glad we're at 9 the Old Flame to go play D&D, sir. So, with that, thank you all so very much for joining us this evening. I hope you enjoyed the combat. We finally had a dragon in our Dungeons & Dragons game. Again, head over to Reaper. Using the promo code DND, the letters DND, you will save $10 when you purchase the Meritus Battle Axe back there. Gorgeous, amazing item. Great for any sort of work you may need to do on the farm around your house. It's just a good, solid tool, a great item. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow to Fleet Street Geeks with the, we'll call it a movie, the Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Thank you all so very, very much for joining us. And Natural Ones, as we end the session, before we completely end the live, you have anything to say?
Don't do drugs. Get your Wheaties. Drink your school. Stay in milk.
Be careful with your hit points.
Be careful with your hit points.
And from all of us here and from Beasts of the D&D, especially in this month, stay proud, folks. Later.
Bye.
So.